You all doing today? All right. So I would like you guys to use the chat a lot today. We're going to be using the chat room for today's session just because we have a huge number of people. Something huge is coming, okay? We have a huge number of people in the session today. So definitely we're going to be using the chat board a lot in today's session. All right. How are we doing today, guys? Just one word. How has your week been so far? I would like to know how your week has been so far. Okay. So if it's been great, it's been awesome, chaotic. Loretta, what's happening? All right, stressful, good, brains, good. Anything awesome? I want something. Yeah, Sandra, awesome. Okay, busy, fine, stressful, awesome. Thank you also. Okay, thank you to Alimot. All right, fantastic. It's good to have you guys on board. I am totally excited to be here today. I have been I've been waiting for this session, I won't lie to you. And this is something that we love to do. This is something I love to do. I'm usually very excited to talk to you, to share my own personal experience. Or now I am able to transition and also how I'm able to achieve the things I've been able to achieve. Every time I have the opportunity to speak to people, I'm always very excited about it because, this is me giving back to other Nigerians, other Africans that are looking to, make better themselves. All right. So I can see everybody quite stressful, quite productive, crazy, amazing. Your week has been great. But you know what we're going to do today? We're going to add an icing to your week so far. So if you've been having a great week, you are going to be having a better week now, okay? If you've been having a busy week, we're going to add more to it and ensure that it's not less busy, more productive, more insightful session. All right. So, anyway, it's good to have you guys on board today. We're going to be talking about something very interesting, something I find very, very exciting. This is one of the reasons why I transitioned into the tech space, the flexibility, the ability to work from anywhere. So currently, I'm based in Canada, okay? But I would like to know where you guys are joining the session from. I would like to know so I can easily tailor my explanation, to suit you better. Okay, so where are you joining from? Loretta is joining from the UK. We have someone from Ghana, Nigeria's in the house. Let's go. Okay, Zimbabwe, US, Nigeria. Let's go. Canada. Okay, I can see my Canadians in the house also. Okay, that's fantastic. UK, South Africa, USA is repping here also, Namibia. All right, good to have you guys on board. We have quite a huge number of followers from Nigeria, Trinidad and Tobago. We had somebody that got a job just under 2 months ago from Trinidad and Tobago. It's good to have you here on board. South Africa, Nigeria, Germany, UK, Benin Republic, Lagos, Nigeria, Germany. But this is the reason why I love virtual sessions. All right, this is one of the reasons why I love virtual sessions. You're literally talking with people across the world, like literally people from Abu Dhabi. We have people from Dubai. We have people from Germany, Australia, US, Cyprus, Poland, Uganda. So, like it's amazing. I'm very excited to speak to you guys today. All right. So if you're excited to be here, if you're as excited as myself, I want you to put a one in the chat. If you are as excited as I am, I want you to put a one in the chat before we get started. Fantastic. I love that. All right. Yeah, one. Let's go. Let's go. I love this. I love this. I love this so much. All right. Anyways, we're going to be discussing how to secure up to two remote jobs in the UK, US, Canada with an in-demand tech skill. Now, not a tech skill. There's that key word there that you need to take, very cognizant of, which is in demand, not just tech skill. In demand, very important. That key word there is in demand. Don't just go and learn any skill out there, all right? You might actually struggle, all right? So I'm sure you guys saw the video I sent earlier, that we sent earlier about my own personal experience. I'm going to be buttressing more about that experience, how I'm able to transition from whatever career path I did before into the tech space. So if you're that professional, okay, looking to transition, is the best place to be. This is you are in the right place. You are in the right place. Okay, so let's get started, okay, without wasting too much time. We have currently about, let me just confirm how many people we currently have on the call. We have 500 people currently on the call. So you definitely don't want to lose. You don't want to snooze, okay? All right, who are we? who is Analytics for us to be able to talk about tech skills and all that, correct? So Analytics is an educational technology firm, okay? And the goal for us, literally the main vision, the mission that we're trying to achieve is to get in more Africans into the tech space. That's our goal. It's as simple as that. The goal for us is to get more Africans into the tech space. And I'll do a little bit of background, okay? So I relocated to Ireland. That was the first time, ever from Nigeria. The first country first of all relocated to was Ireland. And I saw a lot of Africans. Obviously, there was a good community of Africans over there, Nigerians, Ghanaians, Cameroonians, South Africans, and so on. But you see, we had lesser people within the tech space. We had not so much people working in tech. I was doing data analytics, all right, and I wanted to connect with other people that were doing data analytics, data science. I wanted to get into the workspace, all right, and I found out that there were very minimal number of Africans in the tech space. Okay, I got my first job, no African. I got the second one, no African. I got the third one, no African. And you see, it was eye-opening to see that, lot of opportunities in the tech space, okay, but no Africans. You barely see Africans. And if you think this is something I'm just saying, literally talk to anybody within the tech space. Before you run into another African in tech, right? You find it very exciting, to be honest with you. So, the goal for us around 2020, this was about 4 years ago, it was like, okay, do you know what? Can we develop a platform? Can we start a platform? That's myself and Adeza of Suleiman. All right, can we start a platform where we can get more Africans interested, first of all? Because tech careers is not just about get rich quick. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Do you understand? That's not what the whole idea is all about. The idea, you need to be interested in it first off. Okay. Once you're interested, how can you now turn that your interest into a job that secures your future, that secures your career? All right. So how do we build a platform that can get people interested about the tech ecosystem and then get them into the job of their dream? Do you understand? That's exactly what we're trying to do. Build a platform for Africans and get them interested in tech skills and then get them into the tech ecosystem. And you see, in the last 4 years, we have helped over 2,000 people. 2,000 people. Brother Boy would say, show workings. Show what? Show workings. And you know what? We are not saying the word 2,000 not just to brag. It's not just a number. We have proof. We have proof of people that have gone through analytics and they've gone on to getting their jobs. People without no prior experience getting their jobs in the tech space. And I'm going to share those people with you. I'm going to share those testimonials with you because most people are scared of starting because of that fear of, will I get a job? Will I be able to make it? And that's what I'm going to be discussing today. Literally, like that thing that you're looking for to achieve within the tech space, we are going to show you a structured way of actually getting it done. So this is something that we've been doing for the last 4 years, and we've had tremendous success. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. All right. So the goal for us, just to reiterate it again, is seeing more Africans into the tech space. So I'm excited to be here because I can see a lot of Nigerians, a lot of South Africans, Namibians. We have a lot of, people from Gambia, people from Cameroon. It's good you guys to have you on board. So bear in mind that I got your back, okay? I got your back, and I'll tell you all the things that you need in order for you to get into the tech space. All right. So let's continue. I would also like to know if this is your first time of getting started. Okay, is this your first time? I want you to put a one in the chat if this is your first time of attending our masterclass. If this is your first time, just put a one in the chat. I would like to see all the first timers in the house. Fantabulous. Fantabulous. All right, I want you guys to raise up your hand. You'll see there's a lady waving at you just on the top left of your screen. I want you to follow her. Okay, I want you to follow. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around. Okay, but it's good to have you guys on board. We're going to be having a lot of fun today, and I want you guys to get a piece of paper, get a jotter, get a piece of pen, get a jotter, and jot things down. Okay, get a piece of paper and jot things down so you can take things out of this session. Do you understand what I'm saying? This session is going to be very insightful. Get a jotter, get a pen, jot things down so you can take things out of this session. You get all right? So who is the Femena Epro? Who is this guy that's going to be talking to you about remote opportunities? Okay. Who is this guy? What makes a Femena so special to talk to you about remote jobs? All right. That's the question. What gives me the authority to talk about remote opportunities within the tech space? Now, let me give you a little bit of background. Okay. My name is Femena Epro, like I rightly said. Okay. My background is in economics, nothing tech related, nothing tech related. So I have my first degree in economics, and my first job was working as a management consultant back home in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria. So I worked as a management consultant for like 4 years before, within that 4 years, I wanted to get more. I wanted to get a better career. I wanted to get that flexibility, all right? And to be honest, I wanted to get the pay also, the money, all right? I was interested in the better pay, okay? So, I did a lot of research and I found out that, the tech space is going to be booming in the next 10 years, the demand, so on and so forth. So, I did my own research and I found out that, tech skill is what to have. And I started learning personal development and all that. And eventually, I was able to start getting interested in the tech space, and that's how I was able to transition. So, the key thing here is it took me 2 years of personal development in order for me to get my first job. 2 years of learning in order for me to get my first job. Okay. And you see, when I relocated the first time, when I relocated to Ireland initially, I was working in Wales. So like majority of the Africans that travel out, the first job, survival job, call it survival jobs. Okay. They call it menial jobs. They call it whatever they call it in different countries of the world. But one word that we call it is survival job, to survive. So when you're landing in the country, you need to survive. You need to pay rent. You need to buy stuff. There's so many things. You have a lot of expenses. Okay. So I got a job as a warehouse, somebody working in the warehouse. Okay. And I did it for a few months. Okay. And, doing that for a few months, and this is where the power of community comes in. People around you, people surrounding you. Okay. So I did this for a couple of months, but I didn't like what I was doing. Okay. I mean, I left Nigeria to come here, to be carrying boxes, to be working in the warehouse. It didn't feel like I was achieving my goals. Okay. Obviously, I'd been learning a bit of data analytics, data science, a bit of data analytics and data science. And I was like, okay, you know what? I need to get a job. Okay. I need to get a job. I need to get a job in the office and all that. And you see, luck. Okay. What do they say luck is? Luck is preparation meeting opportunity. Preparation meeting opportunity. And I was preparing myself. Eventually, I was able to get a job within that same organization as a BI developer. Okay. And I'll be talking more about my experience and using that to tell a story on how and why you need to get into the tech space. Okay. All right. So that's me. And in the last couple of years, I've worked with quite a number of industries in the UK, in the US, and currently now in Canada. Okay. I've led different data analytics initiatives for top brands in the UK, in the US, and also now in Canada. So this is me speaking from my own experience. Okay. A Nigerian relocated to Ireland, and now I'm sort of an expert in a particular domain in the tech space that organizations are looking to speak with me in order for me to offer my service to them. See somebody that, you know, was doing economics and management consulting in Nigeria is not this person that has traveled out and is making good for himself. So that's exactly where I'm coming from. That's the approach I'm going to be using to tell a story on tech skills and things that you need to do. All right. So me, I don't I've also, do you understand? I've done what you're doing at the moment. So if you're currently in that menial stage where you're doing a menial job, you're working in care, you're working in the warehouse, you're working as a driver, Uber driver, you're doing something menial and you want to do something different. Guess what, guys? This is the best place to be. All right. This is where you need to be. This is where you need to talk to because I've gone through that also. I've done that. Okay. Been there, done that. Okay. And we'll be talking more as we go on in today's session. So I'm not going to spend too much time today. All right. It's just going to be a maximum 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hour session. Just maximum of 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes to 2 hour session. So I'm going to be very fast, precise. So I may not be able to take questions during the session. So that's why I asked you to get a pen and a jotter to jot things down. So if you have any question, please jot it down because I'll be taking questions at the end of the session, not during the session. Okay, so if you have any question, please jot it down. Jot it down. Okay, don't forget it. All right, you want to ask those questions, and I want to answer those questions. Jot it down, so I'll take it at the end of the session. Okay, so we're going to be discussing four things in today's session. Four, very straight to the point, straight up. Four things, and that is number one, tech career paths to help you land a remote job in the US, UK, or in Canada. All right. Number two is the pathway to becoming a tech professional and securing a job. The pathway, like literally step by step, the pathway to becoming a tech professional and then securing a job. The reason I don't know why most people want to transition, and I would like to find out, in a few minutes, okay? Why do you want to transition into the tech space? We're going to discuss that extensively, all right? So the next thing we're going to talk about is the Tenalytics Growth Internship Program. Tenalytics Growth Internship Program. This is one of the initiatives that we introduced when we started and has helped a huge number of people transition into the tech space. And last but not the least is our special discount that we have one offer to the people that wait till the end of the session. So if you wait till the end of the session, there is something fantastic at the end of the session. You want to wait, okay, to get that particular special discount. So these are four things that we're going to look at in today's session. Okay, number one, tech career paths. What tech career paths do you need to learn to get remote jobs in the UK, US, and in Canada? All right, what practical steps do we need to take in order for you to secure a job after learning that skill? And then we talk about the growth internship program, and then we talk about the special discounts that we have for you. All right. Now, the key thing I need to start off with is we're starting the session. And in order for us to start, the best way for us to talk about this is it always seems impossible until it is done. It always seems impossible. I'm telling you now, you can get a job with a tech skill. It seems like, is it that simple? Is it that easy? Is it that straightforward for me to learn a skill and I get a good job within the tech space? It can't be that easy, guys. It can't be easy. If you just have sweet smarts, you just have sweet smarts. That's why, I don't like attending this kind of sessions, and you just tell you, learn a skill, you get a job. But you know what? The reason why you're here today is for me to show you proof beyond reasonable doubt that if you try, you can actually get it done. Like if you try, if you don't try, you can't get it done. It's impossible. All right. But if you try, you can try to get it done. That's exactly what we're trying to tell you. It always seems impossible until it is done. Okay. And that's exactly where we come in to tell you about some of our success. People that have gone through analytics and then are doing great stuff at this point in time. So looking at Abigail at this point in time, Abigail was working as a care worker in Canada. She was working as a care worker, meaning that no tech experience, nothing at all. And she was able to transition from a care worker to getting a job as a business analyst in Canada. The same country, nothing changed. Nothing changed. Literally, she was in Canada, she was working as a care worker. The only thing that changed is the fact that she started. She made that conscious effort of starting. She started, learned business analysis, and then became a business analyst. All right. And got a job as a business analyst with the government of Canada. Okay, she currently works, with the government institute. And the interesting thing also is she actually started, and guess what? You know, two people are reporting to her. She had a report. She was not coming in as a beginner. She was coming in as somebody that people are reporting to. This is somebody that a few months earlier, she was working as a care worker. Somebody said, Akim said Abigail was my cohort. Fantastic. Akim, good to have you here also. All right. Toyin was a pharmacist. All right. And the reason why we're saying this is you can see, the trend now. Toyin was also a pharmacist and she transitioned into a benefit analyst, working also with the NHS in the UK. She got full sponsorship, she got everything. She was working as a pharmacist, literally not tech related, not a tech related career path. She was working as a pharmacist and then learned and became a business benefit analyst. Okay. And that's exactly what you can see the trend now. So you don't need that intro, you don't need that background to get started. Okay, like I said, I did economics. Adida Suleiman, I'm going to show you Adida in a few minutes. Adida Suleiman did industrial chemistry, currently works and leads as a data analytics professional. Okay, Bringham got a job in Poland. Okay, places that people don't feel like there are tech jobs available. When I got a job in Poland, secured 4 offers, and eventually went with one. Okay. And that's another experience. Okay. Natana got a job as a data scientist with one of the largest private research pharmaceutical firm in Barcelona, Spain. So regardless of anywhere you are, you can learn a skill and get a job. That's what we're trying to tell you. And that key word, in demand, I'm going to go back to that word again, in demand. It's not anyhow skill. It's not just any skill in tech that will guarantee you this kind of success. There are specific skills that you learn. And I'll tell you the skills, and literally, I'll tell you everything. No gatekeeping anything. All right. Abdul Rashid also resides in Nigeria, okay, right, resides in Nigeria and landed a full-time role as a data scientist in Child 420 in the US. Abdul Rashid currently works remotely from Nigeria for a company in the US. Okay, you see, you can see the trend now. And this is just a few people. I'll go back to what I said earlier. If you men are show walkings, okay? There must be evidence for me to even listen to you. All right. There must be evidence. I must see that you've done this before. Other Nigerians, other Africans have gone through the training program and they're able to get a job. Okay. So this should tell you that you should listen in today's session. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That if you listen, if you dedicate your time to listen, you will get results. It's guaranteed. Okay. You will get results. That's exactly what we're going to be talking in today's session. All right. So let's go on. Let's go on. These are the proofs. Let me show you one of these people, just one. Okay. I would want you to listen to them. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to play the video. All right. Uh, let me see if it's played. All right. So give it a few seconds.
Hello,
All right. Let me increase the volume. All right. So please confirm if you can hear me. If you can hear the audio, confirm if you can hear the audio.
everyone. My name is Toyin, and I recently got a job as a benefits analyst in the UK. I've come from a medical background as a pharmacist who is interested in, breaking into tech. My first encounter with analytics was on LinkedIn. I joined one of their masterclass, just one masterclass where Efemina spoke, and it just took that masterclass to convince me. I joined in August, and a month after, I got a job. To be honest with you, every information skill that I was able to apply to get that job, I owe it to Tenalytics. Tenalytics did a great job and is still doing a great job. They groom you and nurture you from the cradle till you become confident. So my advice for you, most importantly, is join. Be integrated into a platform that empowers you and allows you to easily get that first job.
All right. So there are certain keywords I want you guys to take notes in this particular video. Okay. I want you guys to take note of this particular thing, which is, all right. Her first encounter was on LinkedIn. Okay. She joined a master class, basically like what you're attending at the moment is what we call a master class. Okay. She attended the master class. She was convinced. She said, I want to try. Okay. She
I got
started
a
in
job.
August. Okay. She started in August and got a job 1 month after the training program. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you that you'll get a job 1 month after you start learning, okay? But if you put in the work, you will definitely get there, okay? This is a proof. This is a proof that if you study within a month, there's a possibility of actually you getting a job. This is not we speaking. This is somebody that is currently working within the UK, coming from a medical background into the tech space. So if you try, the opportunity is there for you to latch onto. Okay. So without wasting too much time, let's get straight into today's session. Okay. Always remember, if you try, it's always impossible until you get it done. It always seems difficult until you go ahead to do that particular task. Okay. So now, to know the reason why you want to transition into the tech space, I would like to know the reason why you want to transition into the tech space. Why do you want to go into the tech space? Because that would also inform the decision for today's session. Why do you want to work remotely? Okay, why do you want to work remotely, or why do you want to work in the tech space? Why do you want to work in the tech space? Okay, let me quickly drop a comment. Why do you want to work in tech space? Why do you want to work in tech space? Okay, why tech? Why tech? Why are you so excited about getting started in the tech space? Why do you want to work Why do you want to work in tech, guys? Why do you want to work in tech? It has limitless opportunities. Tech is the new oil, flexibility. All right, fantastic. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. We're over 600 people on the call. I would expect more answers. To acquire a lifetime skill that gives me financial independence. I love A1, okay? To get my dream job, fantastic. Let's talk about that. Flexibility and time for my kids, fantastic. This is one of the major reasons why I also transitioned into the tech space. All right. Recession, recession proof opportunity. Let's go. I don't know. Okay, that's a good one. Tech is the future. Fantastic. Love to explore science now. All right, flexibility, no limits. Still want flexibility. I think flexibility to make money. Those are like the major ones I'm saying in here. Financial stability and so on and so forth. So, why do you want to work remotely is one of the key questions I love to ask because that would inform what you need to do to get started. Okay? The moment you know exactly what you're looking for, that will be your fuel. That will be your motivation on, what I need to do to get started. Okay? And I'll tell you the reason why I got started. First of all, was the money. Okay? Was money. I wanted to get more pay. Okay? And then working as a management consultant, I did a recruitment for a tech role in Nigeria. Okay? And this tech cyst, it was a lady. Okay, I called. I was in headhunting. So I called the lady. She has the same years of experience as myself, okay, as at that time. All right. She had been working for like 3 years. She was working, as a financial analyst, okay. And I reached out to her to say that, okay, this organization is currently looking for, a financial analyst, a senior financial analyst. And this is what they are looking for, blah, blah, blah. And the lady told me, you know, um, starting net pay should be nothing less than 1 million. Okay, nothing less than 1 million was what she was expecting. Net pay on a monthly basis. So and me at that time looking for a job. I was looking for a job that was maybe 500K. This girl was asking over double of what I was earning. And that was what solidified it for me to say that, you know what, I need to get into the tech space also. So it was money that motivated me initially, all right, to get me interested into the tech space. But after a while working in the tech space, I've seen that now it is not about the financial aspect. When I started, it was. So if currently financial stability was your goal, it definitely is good enough for you to get started. But down the line, now tech is not about money for me, it's about impact. It's more about impact. How can I use tech to impact the businesses around me and so on and so forth? You get that, okay? I didn't get it overnight, but I started with money. Money was that interest for me, but over time it became impact. Okay. So right through the career in tech, okay? Tech is not an attractive career for graduates and career switchers. So you can switch, that's what we call career switchers. People that are looking to transition from their current job into a new job. So you're currently working in care, you're currently working as a warehouse, customer service, you're currently working in non-technical skills roles, okay? And you're looking to transition, all right? Tech is not that career path that will get you what you're looking for. All right. So number one reason why people are looking to get started in the tech space, we have great career, great work-life balance, and flexibility. This is where remote opportunity comes in, and that's what we're going to be talking in today's session. All right. Great work-life balance and flexibility. That's one reason why people, when I'm closing 5 o'clock, I'm done at 5 o'clock. When I'm working, I can work remotely on some days. I can work hybrid. There's so many opportunities that you can get. Okay. Number two, growing job opportunities. Growing job opportunities. So what I do at the moment, I don't even do full-time employment anymore. I do more of contracts where I go into the organization and implement data analytics, data science, or data engineering initiative in the business. So now I'm working with clients. It's not a business. It's not even about the job anymore for me. It's about how can I create more impact for this business. So, there are growing opportunities. There are growing opportunities that you honestly can't imagine. And I'm going to show you those opportunities in today's session. Now, the other thing is you don't always need a tech-related degree to get started. I started as an economist. I did economics in university. I read economics in university. Tony read pharmacy in university. Abigail did something entirely non-technical related. Teresa did industrial chemistry, and these people were able to transition into tech space. So one major misconception about people getting started, they feel they need technical, they need computer science, they need to be a computer wizard in order for them to get started. But that's not the case. That's not the case. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking in today's session. Now, fantastic salary and benefits is another reason why people want to transition into the tech space. And last but not the least, you get to work at the art of innovation and change. So we'll be looking at some career paths today, and you see we would always come back to this. You're going to be leading in the tech space majority of the time. You are going to be leading that innovation, that change within the organization. Now, that's where money becomes very secondary for you because you are the one, you are the forefront of changing certain innovations within the organization. You are the one impacting the organization. You are the one leading innovative ideas. All right. That's what gets you excited. All right. So initially, money is enough for you to say, oh, I want to get into the tech space, but I can guarantee you, after you've worked in the tech space for like a year, 2 years, that impact is what you'll be more concerned about. Okay. And that's what we're going to explore in also in today's session. So let's get started, okay? That was just introduction, getting you interested, getting you warmed up, pre-workouts, okay? Getting you interested to say, okay, let's see where we're getting started from. So now, you guys are not telling me, if Femena, all these things you talk about, I love it. I want to work remotely. I want to work remotely. I want to get flexibility. All this one that you're talking about, impact and change, it don't concern me. It doesn't concern me. Someone to work in tech where I can get flexibility, I can get paid, and so on. So now the key question is, if you may help me, what tech careers should I get into? If you may help me, that's the reason why I'm here. Help me, what tech careers should I get into? That's what we're going to be talking about. But like I said at the start of the session, don't tell anybody else. I will tell you everything. I will tell you all the things that you need to go to cartel. Okay? I will tell you everything. So, what tech careers? Not all tech careers, not all. And I'll tell you what career paths that you need to take into consideration. Now, this is the Future of Job Report 2024 from the World Economic Forum. Okay, this is the Future of Job Report 2024 from the World Economic Forum. Before we go into this document, before I explain this document, let me explain to you what led us to using this particular report. This was in 2023, all right? When we wanted to start, when we wanted to get more Africans into the tech space, myself and Adesa, we sat down, we planned, we strategized. We said, people are looking, there are so many skills within the tech space. There are so many roles within the tech space. So people get confused. What skill should I learn? Like what you guys are asking me, help me. Okay, what skill should I learn? No, it's not every skill that will get you the job that you're looking for. Trust me, it's not all. There are so many roles in the tech space, but it's not all the skills that's in the tech space are worth learning. Okay, so we took our time. We did what we call web scraping. Okay, so we went to the popular job boards, popular job sites. So the likes of Indeed, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, the likes of Job Rapido. We went to different job boards in the US, in the UK, and also in Canada. We went to all these job boards and we got daily updates. Whatever job was posted that day, we were extracting this data consistently for like 2 months. Okay, we did for about 2 months, extracted well over hundreds of thousands of job roles. So we analyzed it. We're looking at career paths that were consistently requested for. Like people were looking to hire these people consistently. Like if you type that particular job role on the job board, you will get at least 100 roles almost every week. Okay, so there's a demand. We wanted to get what skills are companies, organizations always demanding for. So you see, if you look at analytics, our logo, you see the small thing that we are writing here. You see the small thing that you write here. Okay, it is data and strategy. We call it data and strategy. Okay, we make a decision based off data. So you see the rules we're going to be discussing today are based on research, data analytics, data science task that we have done. So we did the research and we're looking at skills that organizations were consistently recruiting for, consistently over the last few months. And we do this every year. Okay, so when we did our analysis, and we saw a list of roles, okay, and I'm going to discuss the roles in a few minutes, which is a list of roles that consistently organizations are recruiting for them consistently. There's a high demand for these roles, okay? So we said, okay, we want to get more Africans into the tech space. That's the first goal for us. Now, the next goal was what skills should they learn, okay, to guarantee that they will get a job. That's the next thing. We want to get more Africans into the tech space. What skills should they learn to get them that job they are looking for? Always goes back to our vision and our mission. So we did our analysis and we saw a couple of roles. Okay. So when we saw those roles, we wanted to also get an external validation to say that, okay, based on our research, okay, and this external research that was conducted by another company entirely, there is a match. Okay, there was a match. Okay, so we stumbled upon this report by the World Economic Forum. Okay, and they talk about new jobs. You can see the header there. Okay, you can see the header. New jobs. Okay, and lost jobs 2023 to 2027. Okay, 2023 to 2027. New jobs and lost jobs. Now, let's take a look at this, these infographics down there. Okay, so over here, these are the jobs that are going to grow. Okay, these are the jobs that are going to grow. The jobs on this list over here are the ones that are going to grow, and the jobs here are the ones that are going to decline. Okay, jobs here are the ones that are going to decline within the next 4 years. Okay, decline. So let's look at declining roles first off. Okay, let's look at a couple of roles that are going to decline in the future or currently that are declining already. So you see, number one there is investment fund managers. There's an extrapolation out there that said, investment fund managers are going to start to decline in the future. Okay. The next one is training and development specialist. So if you're currently working in HR and your specialization is training and development, there's a decline. Okay, there's going to be a decline in the future, and I'll tell you that for free because we're also working on a particular software that would also help, with that particular thing. And quite a number of AI tools would also do that. All right, sales and marketing professionals. Okay, so if you're in sales at the moment and you think, my job is secured, it's going to decline. It's likely going to decline. There's a huge decline in the sales and marketing roles. Okay, management and organization analyst. Okay, what else? There are quite a number of roles there. Support technicians. So you're working in support, IT support. Those roles are going to decline huge, in a very big decline in the future. All right. So quite a number of roles there, strategic advisors, recruiters, and technical recruiters. So many roles are going to decline. And I want you guys to read this document. I would want you to read this document. Okay. So you see the link, once you get the materials, you'll see this, click here to download the full report. Just click on the link, you will get access to the report. You will get access to all the materials. Once you get the materials, click the link here to download and read the report. Okay. But now, what roles are going to grow? What roles are going to grow? That's our concern. That's what should be your concern. What roles are going to grow? Okay, let's take a look at it. Number one, AI and machine learning specialist. AI and machine learning specialist. Now that falls under the role of sorry, give me a second. All right, that falls under the role of a data scientist. So this here is the role of a data scientist. Okay, that's where data science falls inside. Number one role, AI and machine learning specialist. That is under data science. Now let's take a look at the second one. Business intelligence analyst. Business intelligence analyst. The other role is, this role falls under the role of a data analyst. Okay, falls under the role of a data analyst. Now take a look at the next one. Information security analyst. Okay, that falls under cybersecurity. Okay, so if you're currently interested in cybersecurity, that's something you need to take seriously, guys. Now, the next one, categorically written out. Data analyst and scientist. Literally, that's exactly what the current firm is still going to continue to grow. Data analyst and data scientist. Okay, the next one, data specialist. We have data engineers and database architects. You see these three roles, the three roles that you have here, all fall under the role of a data engineer. Data engineer, okay? Big data specialist, data engineer, and database architect all fall under the role of a data engineer. So wait, come, see guys, you see where we're coming from now. You see how we're using our own, we did our own research, and now this external report is also backing our research. It's backing what we have found out. Data analyst, cybersecurity analyst, data engineer. Are these all the are these all the skills that will grow? Let's continue taking a look. So you see this one here, we have what we call a process automation specialist. Process automation specialist. That falls under the role of a business analyst. Business analyst. The business analyst is that person that is in charge of processes within the organization. So you see how everything is tying up together. Okay. Let's look at more. There are more. There are more organizations. So you see project managers also going to grow. Okay. Now, these project managers are not just regular project managers. They are project managers with an infuse of Scrum, Scrum Master. Okay. Scrum Masters. So it's not just a regular project manager. It's a project manager that has experience deploying the methodology, the Scrum Master, the Scrum methodology. Okay. That's exactly what it is. And you would ask the question, how do we know? These people just wrote project managers. Okay, but that's where we come in. We've done our research. We've seen that most project managers that have been recruited for most have Scrum experience. Okay, so you're not just learning project management, you're learning how to leverage Scrum in project management. Okay, and also we have financial analysts, literally written out there, financial analyst. So if you're in the financial domain, you're in finance, and you're looking to transition into the tech space, my guys, you can leverage the finance domain that you have already to transition. Okay, so this is financial analytics, where you're going to be learning how to use data analytics software for financial purposes. All right. We have supply chain and logistics specialists. This is not the regular supply chain and logistics. These are guys that know how to use analytics. So you'll see roles like logistics analyst. You'll see roles like supply chain analyst. These are guys that know how to use data analytics, data science to improve, supply chain and logistics within the organization. And guess what? That's exactly where I came in. All right. So I was working in the warehouse. Okay. Working in the warehouse. How did I transition from warehouse to be a developer? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that first off. Okay. So, but you see, there are certain rules you need to learn. And that goes back to exactly what I said earlier. In demand. Don't just go and learn a skill because your friend is learning that skill. Okay? Don't learn the skill because another person, oh, that's on LinkedIn, is celebrating I just got a job. No, there should be a reason for you choosing your career path. There should be a reason. Okay? Now, we're not doing generic, oh, go and learn a skill in tech. No, there is a proof. We did our research. We needed an external research to back it up, and that's exactly where we landed. So based on our research and backing it up with well reputable, everybody should know the World Economic Forum. Okay, this is one of the most reputable, research-based organization in the world. Okay, so we did our own research. We backed it up with an external research. So when I say we know what we are doing, 100% we know what we are doing. Okay, so now I think everybody will calm down a little bit. Okay, now I've told you the in-demand ones, not the ones that you just find everywhere. Okay, I've told you the in-demand skills to learn. Now you're asking me, Ximena, which of these careers will get me a job quickly? This is one of the most asked questions. How many of you want to know the skills? Put a one in the chat if you would like to know the skills that will help you get a job quickly. Okay? Everybody wants quick, 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 quick. I want to get a job quickly. Which of these skills will I learn to get a job quickly? All right, I can see the ones coming in. I can see the ones coming in. I'll tell you for free. This question, if I have a penny every time somebody asks me this question, I'll be as rich as Bill Gates or Elon Musk or any of the billionaires out there. All right? Ximena, which of these careers will get me a job quickly? Now that's what we want to explain. Now you're coming down. You see this guy, what's his name? Akio Popo, or what his name is, I'm not sure. Now you're calm, okay? But now you're looking to get a job quickly. Let's take a look at it. Now, there are three things to consider. Three things. There are three things to consider when selecting a career path. All right? Three things. All right? Three things you need to consider when selecting a career path. Number one, ease of learning. Ease of learning is very important. It's important now. Do you understand? You want to learn something that you are capable of learning. Okay? Number two, ease of transitioning. Ease of transitioning. Don't overlook that aspect. You see somebody gets in a job on LinkedIn doesn't mean that if you try, there are so many opportunities for you. Now, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. We're looking for jobs that organizations were recruiting consistently on a week by week, on a day by day basis. So if you learn a skill today, and on, there are opportunities out there for you to try. So once you learn the skill, there are opportunities. There are some skills you learn in tech, and I'll tell you that for free. There are skills you learn in tech that if you try to search for a job, you don't see a post in like a week, 2 weeks. You don't see a job or you don't see a job vacancy in like a week, 2 weeks. So you now find out that you would have that notion that tech is a scam. There are no jobs in tech. No, there are jobs in tech. You just learn the one that is not in demand. Okay, you need to learn an in-demand skill so you can easily transition. Okay, ease of learning, number one. Ease of transitioning, that's number two. Number three, high and rewarding salary. High and rewarding salary. See, the hustle of you trying to transition into the sex space, it has to pay. Okay, it has to pay you. It has to pay you at the end of the day. Something has to enter your pocket. All right. So these are the three things that we're looking at, and you should also consider. One is ease of learning. Number two, ease of transitioning. And number three, high and rewarding salary. Okay? These are the three things you should consider. Now, if you're enjoying yourself so far, I think I'm getting excited. I want to know if you guys are excited as I am. If you're enjoying yourself, I want you to put yeah, yeah in the chat. Put a yeah, yeah. If you're enjoying yourself, put a yeah, yeah. Let's go. Okay. All right. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I will lie to you. I'm usually very excited to talk about all these things, and I'm excited that you guys are excited also. So, all right, fantastic. I love this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. We love you too. Okay, fantastic. Now I'm blushing. Now, going back to the slides, okay? Going back to the slides. Going back to the slides. Let's go back to the slides. There are three things you need to consider before selecting a career path. I'm going to reiterate. Number one, ease of learning. Learn something that you can carry. Don't want to learn something that is bigger than you. So learning, something that you can easily learn and easily transition and pays well. Three things that get you excited every year. And that's what we're going to be talking about. Okay? You see how we are going. Before you go to remote opportunity, okay? Before we get to the remote side of you getting a remote job, okay? You must learn an in-demand skill. And I'm telling you why it is in demand. Or you see what I'm going to. So it's not every skill that you will get a remote job. It's not all the skills that you go that you'll get remote jobs. And that's the honest truth. You need to think strategically. And that goes back to exactly what I was saying earlier. Analytics, data, and strategy. Okay, don't worry. If you're going with us, trust me, we'll guide you all through. You won't make a mistake. Okay, so going back. So once you combine these three things, when we combine these three things together, ease of learning, ease of transitioning, and I am rewarding salary. When we combine them together, we landed at eight career paths fit into the description. Eight career paths. Ease of learning, ease of transitioning, meaning that you can easily get a job, learn and transition from care to business analysis, from care to the job role that you're looking at. So there were eight career paths that fit into this criteria, into these three broad criteria. Okay. Number one was business analysis. Business analysis guys would make it for you 100% without a doubt. The demand for business analysts consistently continues to grow exponentially year on year. All right, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. The next one is data analyst. A lot of people say that everybody's learning data analytics, everybody's not a data analyst. And I don't want to follow them. My brother, my sister, it's not analytics that is saying it. It is not me, a female, that is saying it. The World Economic Forum also has told you the role of a data analyst, a data scientist, is going to continue to grow. So it's for you to plug yourself in. Don't come up with that notion that everybody's learning data analytics, everybody's learning data science, so the roles are going to be over the. It's because there's a huge demand of data analysts. There's a huge demand. I mean, I was talking with a client of mine here in Canada, And they're currently, it's a startup. It's a startup. They're just starting up. They are into, well, anyways, I'm not going to talk more about the business, but they are starting off, okay? And, in order for them to make informed decision on, revenue, how to generate more revenue. Currently, we just hired about two data analysts for that same startup. This was just a company that started under 2, 3 months ago, and they just currently hired two data analysts. So you see, quite a number of organizations are consistently recruiting for data analysts and data scientists. So the key thing for you, if this is what interests you, plug and play. But plug and play. Don't care about what other people are saying. Plug and play. All right, data analysts, then we have data engineers. You see data engineers I would say in the less than 5 years ago, there was no demand for data engineers. You won't see a lot of roles for data engineering. But now, data engineers are one of the highest paid in the tech ecosystem. When you're looking at tech in general, data engineers are one of the highest paid, okay, highest paid. So if you're looking at that, that's also very good. Cybersecurity analyst. We'll talk more about cybersecurity because that's another role that honestly plug and play also because there are quite a number of demand. And there's so many roles you can actually you can apply to within cybersecurity. We'll talk more about those roles you can apply to. Scrum Master. Okay, this is where project management and Scrum Master, comes together. So you using Scrum Master, deploying Scrum Master methodology for project management. We'll talk more. So people don't know what Scrum is. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Okay. We have HR analyst. Okay, and we have financial analyst. So these are domains that people don't think they can get a job in tech. Okay. Now, when you hear the word HR analyst or financial analyst, you feel, okay, is it tech? Is it not? It is 100% tech. My brother, my sister, my cousin, my auntie, everybody. HR analytics is tech. Now, what makes HR analytics and financial analytics tech? I would explain. Okay, that's why you're here. That's why you're here in today's session. I'm going to explain everything. Like I said earlier, guys, no gatekeeping. I'm going to tell you everything. Okay, everything. So that it goes back to the goal for analytics, which is getting more Africans interested, not even getting you to say, come and do this, come and do that. Get you interested first off. Tell you that these opportunities are there if you try. And let's go back into it. So now, every member, these 8 career paths, okay, these 8 career paths, I have seen the one that I like, or I've seen the one that I'm interested in. First of all, let me even get to you. I want you guys to tell me which of these 8 career paths are you interested in? Okay? Which of them are you interested in? Put it in the chat, let me see. Which of these 8 career paths are you interested in? So BA, you can use your abbreviations. I love that. Scrum Master, BA, which is business analysis, HR analytics, which is good, fantastic. Let's go. I love the energy here, man. I love the energy. I love to talk to people about this. Okay. All right. DA, BA, fantastic. HR, DA, PA, DA, data science, cybersecurity, Scrum Master. I love Scrum Masters in the house. Data analyst, data engineer. All right, fantastic. HR analyst, financial analyst, cybersecurity. I love the fact that you guys have made it. You have picked something that you want to do. Somebody speaking three. Okay. Data analyst, data scientist, and cybersecurity analyst. Three. I would think we should focus on one. Try one first, okay? Try one. Don't do all the three of them together. All right. See, the key thing about getting started in tech is focus. It's also focus. Focus plays a long way. It goes a long way. I remember when I was starting, there are so many roles in tech that you get distracted easily. Okay. I remember at that time when I was learning data analytics. Okay. I was learning data analytics and data science simultaneously. Okay. I was learning them side by side. Okay. And you see, a friend of mine got a job as a software engineer. Okay. And you see, I got distracted. I wanted to become a software engineer. I wanted to go and learn, the C sharp. I wanted to learn software engineering and so on and so forth. I got distracted. That friend of mine relocated to the college, to the US, got a job as an information security analyst. And I was like, oh, is it that easy to get a job in cybersecurity? I wanted to go and learn cybersecurity. I started learning cybersecurity also. But you see, the key thing is that 6 months it took me to be moving from one career path to the other was wasted. Wasted. And that's where focus comes in. So, guys, focus on one career path. That's it. I'm not saying focus, there is something good that comes with focus. Focus on one. Let me try this one. Okay. Let's see. Then, and I'll explain all the career paths. everything. You'll get to hear about everything in a few minutes, okay? All right. So once you know the career path you want to go into, now the key thing now, you see, if a man now, you must tell me where to get remote job. If not, okay, if not, we go fight, okay? We'll wear the same trouser, all right? If a man now, you need to tell me how to get remote job. You see where I'm coming from. I'm taking you on a journey. I'm not just telling you things that I don't believe in. I'm telling you things based on research, based on my personal experience. Okay, all right. No gatekeeping, no gatekeeping information. So you see, before you start to look for a remote job, guys, before you start to look for a remote job, you must select an in-demand tech skill. An in-demand tech skill. Something that is easy to learn, easy for you to transition. And the third one is I am rewarding salary. Very important. Okay. So now let's talk about remote job opportunities. And these are some of the ones that has worked very well for me. Okay. These are some of the remote sites that has worked very well for me. If you want to take a screenshot, please take a screenshot. If you want to wait to get the materials, all these materials will be sent to you at the end of the session. Okay, please ensure take a. I will show you. I'll show you how to use the site. Okay, that's why we're here today. So we are just shy 1 hour into the session, so we still have 1 hour to go, maximum 30 minutes to 1 hour. So I will take you on that journey, and I want you guys to go with me on this particular journey. Okay, popular remote sites. Number one is LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Please don't play with LinkedIn. Don't play with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a powerful resource if you know how to use it. I'm going to expose some tips, tricks that you can also use in today's session. All right. So we have Upwork, we have Glassdoor. Okay, Glassdoor is fantastic. Personally, I've used a lot of Glassdoor for interview preparation. I'll tell you so many things today, guys. And that's why I told you again, get a piece of paper and a jotter and jot things down so you can take things out of this session. All right. Just Glassdoor is a fantastic platform. If you've never used Glassdoor before, I would say you should use it. LinkedIn, Glassdoor. FlexJob is also fantastic. Remote.co, very wonderful place to get remote jobs. Skip the Drive. They literally called this website Skip the Drive. Do you know what Skip the Drive is? Basically, rather than you driving to work, you are skipping it. Okay. So now what they call skip the drive. You're skipping, you commuting to work. So that's why they call the platform Skip the Drive. So that's another fantastic place to go to. Indeed, also great place. Job Expresso, very fantastic. Working nomads. In Europe remotely. So for guys in Europe or anywhere in the world that want to get a job somewhere in Europe, Europe remotely is a fantastic place for you to go to. Built in for guys looking to get jobs in the US, remote jobs in the US, built in is a fantastic place to go to. Remote, okay, another very good place. Well Found is a beautiful place. So these are the places that have worked personally for me. For me, there are more. There are more. Trust me, this is just a tip of the iceberg. There are quite a number of sites that you reduce in getting remote jobs. So number one, LinkedIn, and these are the ones that we talked about already. But we'll be taking them one after the other. We'll be taking them one after the other. Some of you might be like, not be the same LinkedIn I use. No, is it not the same LinkedIn I'm using every other day to chat with people, to say congratulations. We're going to talk to you how you can use LinkedIn to get remote jobs. Okay? All right, don't worry. Like I said, relax. Relax. I'm going to tell you everything you need to learn in today's session. All I need you to do is just listen. Literally, that's all you need to do. All right? So, if a man that keep talking, I want to hear more. If a man that keep talking, I want to hear more. Let's go. I'm sure you guys are dancing. How many of you are dancing? Put a yes in the chat if you're dancing about this session. Let's go. If a man that keep dancing, I want to hear more. How can I use this site to get remote job? Let money enter my account. Let's go. If a man, I want to hear more. Keep talking. I want to hear more. All right. See, you see, guys, yeah, we don't learn without having fun, guys. We don't learn without having fun. I love to learn. I'm a strong proponent of, strong yes, Okay, I can see some chatting here. Fantastic. I love to have fun and learn at the same time. So I love learning and I love to have fun while I'm learning. So that's part of me if I joke. If you're not that person that likes joking and learn at the same time, I'm not sure if you will enjoy my session. But if you enjoy my session, I can see some people laughing. Fantastic. So if a man I keep talking, I want to hear more. Let's go. Let's jump into the session. Can you get into any of these career paths? Okay. So all of you have selected a career path that you're interested in. Okay. I want to become a business analyst. I want to become a data scientist. I want to become a scrum master. Or I want to become a cybersecurity analyst. You've selected a career path, guys. Stay with it. Stay with it. Okay. Let's be on your chest that this career path, Omar, I did here, I could lend you. But now, how do you get into this career path? How do you get started? That's the key question. That's where a lot of people also find it difficult to get started. So let's start with business analysis. Okay, let's start with business analysis. So before we go into business analysis, the key thing now is who is a business analyst? Why should I be interested in business analysis? Like for what sake should I be interested in business analysis? So for all of those getting started in business analysis, you're wondering what is so important in business analysis that I should learn business analysis. So let's get started. Who's the business analyst? So I'll be brief, but I'll also be very concise. Okay. So the business analyst, you see here, the business analyst in every organization comprises of three things. Okay. Number one, every business comprises of people. All right. In every company you go to work in, there are people there. All right. If you like them, you don't like them, there are people in every company you go to work. The next thing is technology. Okay. Technology. Okay. So we have people, technology, and the third one is the process. So every organization involves process. Every single organization involves process. I mean, if you're working in a structured organization and you want to go on leave. Oh, please, please, ma, I want to go on leave. There is a process that you go through in order for you to go on leave. Okay, so you can't just say that, boss, Alpha, I know the go work, I'm not coming today. All right, I'm on leave. That's not a process. That's not, if that's the process within your organization, that's a terrible process. Okay. All right. If you can just call in to say I'm not coming in today, that's not a good process. So in order for you to have, for you to go on leave, is that you send an email to your direct boss, okay? Then your direct boss has to approve, copying HR that, oh, this particular person is going to be going on leave. So for you to go on leave, there is a process that you go through to go on leave. Small as a process, just I want to go on leave. There's a process you go through. Now, if you work in a bank, if you work in a bank, okay, all right, or a client wants to get a loan, okay, from this bank, you want to get a loan from a bank, from your bank, you want to get a loan. There is a process you go through in order for you to get the loan from the bank. There's a process, and that is what is the most important thing in any organization. If you want to buy a product on Amazon, you want to buy a product on Amazon, all right? There is a process you go through in order for you to purchase, all right, to buy a product on Amazon. You need to go through something. You need to go to their website. You need to find the products that you want to buy. You need to add it to your cart. You need to buy. You need to pay. Pay online. So there's a process for everything you do in any organization. Okay. So this process. The person that is in charge is the business analyst. Okay? The business analyst day to day is to see how this process can be more efficient. Okay? Can be more efficient. Okay? You see why this is an in-demand skill? Because every organization comprises of three things: people, technology, and process. Now, that process is the breakfast, is the lunch, is the dinner of the business analyst. How can I make this process more efficient? More efficient. Now, one of our participants got a job with one of the regulators in the US, one of the healthcare regulators in the UK, all right, as a business analyst. Okay, she got a job as a business analyst, and she was looking at different clinics within a geographical location. Okay, different clinics. They were looking at clinics within a particular location in the UK. And based on the research, she found out that, based on her work, she found out that the process of seeing a doctor, okay, the process of seeing a doctor varied between different organizations, between different clinics. Okay. And you see, there was one particular, the normal wait time to see the doctor within this particular location was about, to see a doctor, if you go walking, oh, can I see a doctor? It takes about almost 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour, all right, to see a doctor. Okay. Now, the other hospital, the other clinics were doing it in like 15, 20 minutes. But this particular clinic was doing it between 30 minutes to 1 hour. So you will go into the hospital, you want to see a doctor, it takes about 30 minutes to 1 hour to see the doctor. Now, this, our participant that gotten a job, okay, so that this process is inefficient in this particular clinic. All right. So the patient should be able to walk in and see the doctor within even lesser than 20 minutes, if possible, lesser than 20 minutes. But this particular clinic was doing it 30 to 1 hour. Now, as a business analyst in this working with this client, okay, they wanted to reduce the wait time. They wanted to reduce the wait time in this particular clinic. So what did they do? That's where process comes in. That's where the business analyst comes in to bring in their skill sets, process mapping, process improvement, stakeholder analysis, and all these things. Okay, that's where they come into elicitation, requirement gathering, and so on and so forth. And basically, they were able to achieve it. And it was one of our testimonial videos. If you go to our YouTube, you will listen to the person's success story, how she was able to help a particular clinic in the US improve their wait time based on the skills that she learned going through analytics. So basically, the business analyst is that person in charge of improving business processes within the organization. So what do you need to learn to become a business analyst? Practical things. What do you need to learn to become a business analyst? Number one is data analytics. Okay, you need to learn a bit of data analytics. I'm not saying you can you would become a data analyst. No, you need to learn data analytics. Okay, this is where you're going to learn Excel, you will learn Power BI, and you will learn SQL. You learn Excel, Power BI, and SQL. Now, you see a lot of roles out there, okay? They call them the business data analyst. So when I say you are going to be learning in-demand tech skills, I'm not joking, I don't play, all right? You're going to be learning something in demand. So in the last 2 years, based on me working in the industry, based on myself and days of working within the industry, we've seen that there is an uptick in business analysts infused with data analytics. All right, infused with data analytics. You see a lot of them will say that, oh, I'm not a business analyst, but if you have data analytics skills, fantastic. You are in there, all right? So we have infused data analytics into our business analysis curriculum. So you're going to be learning data analytics. The first couple of things you're going to learn is Excel, Power BI, and SQL. Now, once you learn data analytics, okay, you move into the core BA aspect, which is process mapping, project initiation planning. You will also talk about Agile and Scrum for projects. You will talk about the software development lifecycle. You talk about requirement fundamentals. You talk about elicitation, stakeholder analysis and engagement, and also you get to work with AI, okay, for business analysis, which is ChatGPT for business analysis. How do you leverage AI as a business analyst? So you see, this is an infused program, marinated with all the goodies of life. So you're going to learn data analytics, you're going to learn business analysis, and you're also going to learn AI in this one same curriculum. So it's not just, it's not just a skill that anybody can, and that goes back to exactly what I said, ease of learning, ease of transitioning, and the last one, I am rewarding salaries. So these are the things that you need to learn if you're looking to get started in business analysis. Okay, business analysis. Now, the learning timeline for this is a total of 4 months. So dedication of the time, sit down, dedicate yourself 4 months, and you will get into the domain of business analysis. Do we have proof? I'll show you proof. Don't worry. All of you might say, oh, 4 months. Is it not too much? Is it not this? Is it not too long? Is it not too short? Different perception. And I'll show you proof that 4 months is perfect. Now, what does this 4 months? What would you be doing for 4 months? You would be learning for 2 months, learning for 2 months, and you'll be doing an internship for another 2 months. 2 months of learning and 2 months of internship experience. And this experience, you're going to be developing a web application. You'll be developing a web app for a client, an actual client, and you'll be deploying you'll be deploying this as as an intern working with data analytics within the internship program. Okay. Now, 2 months of learning, immersive training program. 2 months of learning, 2 months of learning, 2 months of internship. Now, the classes run every Saturday and every Sunday. So even as a working professional, you are fine. Monday to Friday, all right, you can go to your office, come back, do a bit of learning. And on the weekends, you devote it to learning. So Saturdays and Sunday. Now, for Saturday's timing, we have a time for the guys in Europe, UK, and Africa. So if you're within Europe, UK, and Africa, anywhere in Africa, it's in the morning, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. So 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time if you're in Europe, America, Africa, or the UK. Now, if you're in Canada or US, we have a timing for you, which is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay? 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, on Sunday, for the guys in Europe, UK, and Africa, it is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. West African time. And if you're in Canada or the US, it is 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So, regardless of your location, it doesn't matter. Regardless of your location, you can learn. You have a time that suits you. I mean, if you are somewhere in Nigeria or you're in the UK and you want to join the evening session, that's the Canada session, it's going to be 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. West African time. Okay, so you really do, any time it works for you, please lateral to and get started. Okay, that is a business analysis. If you're still with me, I want you to put a one in the chat so far. If you're still with me, if you like business analysis and you're with me, put a one in the chat. Let's go. So, for the tools you would learn, you'll get to work with Excel, you get to work with SQL, you get to work with Power BI, you get to work with Lucidchart, Confluence, Jira, Draw.io, Trello, and ChatGPT are the things that you are going to be learning. Okay? Now, let's use LinkedIn to get a remote job as a business analyst. You see where I'm coming from? You learn the skill first. Learn the skill. It's not that hard. Learn the skill. That's the first thing you need to do. Learn the skill. Once you learn the skill, how can I get a job as a business analyst remotely using LinkedIn? Now let's go and check it out. I'm going to go to my browser to show you how to use LinkedIn to get a job as a business analyst. Okay. So going to go to LinkedIn. Okay. All right. So let's go on LinkedIn. So I'm going to show you practically how to use LinkedIn to get a job remotely as a business analyst. So go ahead, okay, and check it out. So go to jobs, and I'm going to go to jobs. I'm going to look for business analyst, okay? Analyst. Now, this is where it comes in. You need to select the place that you're interested in. You need to select the country you want to get a remote job. You select the country. Majority of the time, I tell people, if you're looking to remote jobs, please, the first point of place you need to check out is United States. Okay, United States, US. Okay, there's a huge demand, all right, huge demand of data business analysts in the US. So just type in United States. Okay, type in United States, and I'm going to search United States. Now, the key thing you need to do here is there's a particular filter you need to apply, which is remote. There's literally a button there for you to use remote. So click the drop down, all right, and you see remote. You see remote, okay? I want you to click on that, all right? And you still have 1,000 plus results, 1,000 plus results for the role of a business analyst. Remote opportunity. And you see it here. See the first one here, business analyst, and they put in brackets Power BI. Now, let me tell you exactly what's happening in the industry, because that's what we do. That's what I'm doing every single day of my life. Okay. Now, organizations are looking to hire business analysts with a spice of data analytics. A spice. I'm not saying you need to be a perfect data analyst, but you need to understand how to make sense of data. a little bit. Okay, it's just like everybody, all the guys, all the single guys in the house. You're looking for, a body with church vibe. Do you understand? It's exactly what organizations are looking for. They want a business analyst, but you must have another side, which is data analytics. Do you understand? That's exactly what's happening. So you see, these guys are recruited for a business analyst. Remote. This is remote. Please, guys, understand that this is remote. Now, they're looking for this with a spice of Power BI skills. Now, you see, these are another senior data business analyst roles. These are all remote opportunity, remote opportunity. Now, I need to put a caveat in here, okay? I need to put a caveat. Now, the caveat is some of these roles want you to be in the US. All right. This is from my own experience. I'm not like I said, I'm not keeping anything. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say things to you. So you believe that you take it hook, line, and sinker. No. Some of these roles want you to be in the US to work remotely in the US. Now, the trick or the thing that maybe I will know in the future is you cannot know. You can never know which of this organization wants you to be in the US. Okay. So from our experience, you can't, unless they categorically write it there somewhere, you can never know. Okay. So if you're going to be applying for this job, I usually tell people, or what I do personally, apply for everything. Apply for the ones that you want to apply to. Apply. Okay. Let them be the one to tell you you need to be in the US to be able to work remotely. Okay. So I've gotten some opportunities that tell me, oh, you need to reside in a particular state in the US in order for you to even work remotely. Okay. Sometimes they can allow you to work in Canada, okay, but not anything outside of Canada. Sometimes they want you to work in, Europe, but not out of Europe. But the key thing is you need to apply, okay, in order for you to get that feedback. So you need to apply to, these jobs, and these are the things. So, and the funny thing is, the interesting thing is, majority of the people that have gotten jobs from Analytics have used LinkedIn the most. LinkedIn is one of the highest, as the highest currently when we do our analysis in terms of people getting remote jobs. So you see a lot of them getting jobs in the US. This is one of the reasons how they get these jobs in the US. All right. Now, the good thing about LinkedIn is if you finish applying for jobs in the US, okay, what would you do next? Would you close your laptop and say that I'm done for the day? No, that's not it. You can now move from US, and this is where global skills comes in play. Global skill. You're learning a global skill. So once you finish in the US, you apply for jobs in the US, I'm gonna move to the next country of your choice, which is Canada. Okay, let's look at Canada. Remote jobs, in Canada. You start to apply for jobs again, remote opportunities in Canada. All right. This is still jobs, business analysis, remote in Canada. All right. And these are opportunities also that you can latch into business analysis, remote opportunities in Canada. You finish in Canada. What do you do next? You go to the next country, United Kingdom. All right. Can I get a remote job in the United Kingdom? Yes, you can. Remote opportunity, yes. Apply for them. Apply for these roles again. You're free from United Kingdom. You said, okay, do you know what? There are other countries like Australia that can offer you, let me check out Australia. The same thing you keep getting, and this is how you're using one skill to apply for jobs across different continents, different countries, even continents across the world. Okay? You're looking for a job in a particular country remote, please try to do it. Yeah. So somebody's asking the question, is it possible to get remote jobs from Nigeria with tech skills? 100%. Yes. Okay, 100%. I shared Abdurrashid, one of the people I've gotten a job, currently works for a company in the US, all right, as a data scientist. We'll talk more about that. But this is you using LinkedIn to apply to remote jobs. And you see how we have moved from United States to Canada to UK to Australia. Now you can see these opportunities are there. All you need to do is put plug and play, learn the skill and apply yourself. Apply. Do you understand? And these are the things that we would help you with. Okay, these are the things that we will help you with. So the key, you see how we have used one skill, okay, one global skill to apply for jobs across different countries across the world. Now that's what I did. Okay, that's what I did. At one point, this was in 2021, 2022. I was working for about at least three organizations, one in Ireland, one in the one in Ireland, one in the UK, and also one in the US. Okay, I'll share my own personal experience. You see, let me show you my LinkedIn. I don't have all the job organizations I've worked in on my LinkedIn, just a caveat, but you see how they are falling into the same place. And this is what I have done with my own personal experience. So this is my own personal experience. And look at the years. that I worked within this organization. So I worked with this organization between 2019 to 2021. All right. You see here, I was working as a data scientist within that same period. I was also working as a data scientist within that same period. I was also working as, there's so many roles I was taking on. And how did I achieve this? Basically, basically through these remote opportunities that I was able to get, working for companies in Ireland, US, UK, all at the same time. Okay. So have I done it before? Yes, I've done it. Has it worked for me? Yes, it has worked for me. And that's the reason why I'm not gatekeeping any of this information to you. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is next thing we're going to be talking about data analytics, data science, and data engineering. All right. I'm going to breeze through these so that you understand what these roles entail. All right. I'm going to walk through this so I can tell you exactly what these roles entail. Okay. So now for the data analyst here, the data in every role, I'm going to explain these three roles very briefly. So you see the data analyst, okay, and the data scientist, these guys here, they need data to do their work. They need data to do their work. So the data analyst analyzes data, makes sense of data, okay? The data scientist does the same thing, does machine learning, predictive modeling, and so on and so forth. And the key thing is, where do they get this data? Where does this data, where does it come from? Where does the data, where does it come from? That's the question that most people they don't know, all right? Oh, the data analyst will analyze data, the data scientist will do machine learning, but the key thing is they need data to do this work. Now, that's where data engineering, okay, comes in play. All right, data engineering, that's where it comes in play. So the data engineer is the person that makes the data available. Okay, so let's say you work. I like using the bank because everybody kind of understands the bank. Okay, so let's say you work in the bank. Okay, now, okay, you work in the bank. Banks, if you want to transact in the bank, you can either use the ATM, all right? You could use POS, okay? And you could also use your mobile app, okay? Your mobile app. But, the data analysts and the data scientists, they want to analyze transactions. They want to analyze your transactions. They want to analyze all the transactions that you do on a month-to-month basis. So you as a customer, at the end of the month, probably they want to get a report. What platform did you use the most? What platform are customers using the most? And so on and so forth. Now, the data analysts and the data scientists, they want to analyze these transactions. Okay? They want to analyze these transactions. Now, they need transaction data. They need all the transaction data from the ATM, from POS, and also from the mobile app. Okay, they want to know how many, what platform do they transact, the customers transact the most. So you see, these three platforms, data, all the transaction data are stored inside. All the transaction data are stored in there. They are all stored inside the application itself. So now the data engineer is the person that would extract the data and make it available. Everything for the data analyst, the data scientist, and every other person who uses data. So the data analyst is the data engineer that makes the data available. Is the data engineer that makes the data available for the data analyst and the data scientist. Okay? The data analyst and the data scientist. So they build what we call ETL pipelines, extract, transform, and load pipelines to make this data available for the data analyst and the data scientist. So basically, the data engineer is the professional that ensures data are available for analysis. Basically, that's the easiest way to put it. So if you want to work as a data analyst or a data scientist in any organization, you need data. Who makes this data available? The data engineer makes the data available for you to use. All right. Now, the other question most people ask is, what's the difference between data analytics and data science? What's the difference between data analyst and the data scientist? Now, the key difference in there is, all right, the key difference is the first, you need to know the kind of analytics they do. Descriptive, diagnostic, okay? And I'll explain this in a few seconds, the diagnostic, okay? And number three is predictive analytics, okay? Predictive analytics. Now, the data analyst, okay? The data analyst will only do number one and two. Okay, so these two, the data analyst will do these two. Okay. Now, what is descriptive and diagnostic analytics? What's the difference between what does descriptive and diagnostic analytics? What does it mean? What does it mean? When you say data analyst is doing descriptive and diagnostic analytics, what does it mean? So let's explain this. Let me explain this way. Descriptive analytics basically is asking the question, what happened? What happened? Kilo Shelley. Okay. All right. So in your business, for example, you own a business today. Let's say you own a business. You want to know how many customers came to my business last month, last week, last quarter. Okay. How many customers did we generate last month? What was our profit for last month? Basically, what happened last month? That's what you're trying to find out. So you're using data analytics to tell a story around what happened last month, last quarter, last year, last 5 years, whatever the case might be. So you're trying to tell how many customers did you generate, what's the profit, how many products did you sell, and so on and so forth. Basically, you're trying to tell what happened. Okay. Now, diagnose is not asking the question, why did it happen? Okay. Why did it happen? Okay. So without why did it happen, you're not using data to tell the reason why it happened. So if something happened in January, happened in February, and happened in March, let's say you had profit of 3 million in January. In February, you made a profit of 10 million. And in March, you made a profit of 4 million. Okay. Now, as a data analyst, okay, you know exactly what happened in January, you know what happened in February, and you know what happened in March. But now the key question is, why did you make 10 million in February and you're making 3 and 4 million in January and March? Why did we make 10 million in February? You need to know the why that particular thing happened. So this is exactly where data analytics comes in. You need to know why you made 10 million. So what kind of customers did we sell to generate $10 million? What customer, what product did we sell? What product sold the best? If the product sold the best, what customers bought them? What region, what location, what time of the day, what advertisement did we do? What marketing effort did we put in play to be able to generate 10? That's exactly what the data analyst does. So the data analyst will tell you what happened and why it happened. So basically, data analysts are, the backbone of any organization because they'll tell you what happened and why it happened. So if it is good, continue to do it like this. If it is bad, avoid it. Do you understand? So they are those people that do exactly what we say. Now, the third one, which is predictive analytics, which is now talking about what will happen. What will happen? All right. So that's what we call prediction. This is where the data scientist comes in play. All right. The data scientist comes to do predictive modeling. So this is when you now start to do your machine learning. All right. You start to do from machine learning, you talk about your statistical modeling and so on and so forth. So you see the data scientist will do number one, number two, and number three. Okay. Descriptive analytics, diagnose, and predict. So the data scientist will do all the three of them, while the data analyst will only do two, which is tell you what happened and why it happened. But the data scientist will tell you what happened, why it happened, and what will happen. Predictive analytics to predict, to forecast. Basically, that's exactly where it comes in play. So what do you need to learn? Okay, to become any of these career paths, to get started in any of these career paths. So you need to learn problem solving. Okay, problem solving for data analytics. Number one thing you need to learn is problem solving. You need to learn Excel. You need to learn SQL. You need to learn Power BI. You need to learn Tableau. So you see the key technologies you need to learn: Excel, SQL, Power BI, and Tableau. Then you move into data storytelling. You also get to work with AI tools like ChatGPT 4 analytics, you would also get to work with Microsoft Fabrics. So you see, you're learning the in-demand skills that will get you started in any of this, in data analytics. So from problem solving to Excel to SQL to Power BI to data storytelling to ChatGPT to Microsoft Fabrics. These are tools and technologies that are in demand. Okay, you're not learning outdated tools. You're learning tools that will get you started and get you the job that you're looking for. Now, the learning timeline is for 4 months. 4 months. So what would you be doing in 4 months? You'll be learning for 3 months, 3 months of learning, and 1 month free virtual internship. 1 month free virtual internship. Okay. All right. So the next thing, the live classes, you have live classes Saturdays and Sunday. You have live classes just on Saturday. So for the data analytics sessions, you have it only on Saturdays. So morning session, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right. So for the guys in Europe, UK, or Africa, it is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. Evening session, which is for the guys in the Canada and the US, it is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so that's exactly what you need to do, what you need to take note. So if you're wanting to start, the data analytics training program, it is live classes on Saturday, all right, which is we have the morning session for the guys in the Europe, US, and so on, all right. Europe, UK, and Africa. That is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. And the evening session, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay. So you're going to learn problem solving, you'll learn Excel, you'll learn SQL, Tableau, Power BI, Microsoft Fabrics, and ChatGPT. Now, for data science, what do you need to learn to become a data scientist? Number one, you need to learn statistics. No, not the statistics that you learned in secondary school or university. Statistics that you need to know in order for you to impact a business. All right. So mean, media, and mode. It was when I started learning data science, when I started working as a data scientist, I got to see the impact of mean, median, and mode. Okay. So you're not going to be learning it like the way you learned it in university or secondary school. Okay. You're going to be learning how can I use it in an actual business? And I'm going to show you, all right, some of the things that you'll learn. Okay, so forecasting and predictive analytics in Excel. So you learn Excel, just like the data analyst, but now you're taking it one step further to do predictions in Microsoft Excel. So you learn how to use Excel for forecasting and predictive modeling. Okay, you will also do the same thing in Tableau. So you learn Tableau like the data analyst, but you take it one step further to do predictions using, Tableau for forecasting and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, SQL, you learn SQL, you learn Python, you learn exploratory data analysis, you learn machine learning, you learn computer vision and natural language processing, you learn computer vision, and you will also learn how to perform natural language processing. Okay, you will also get to work with GitHub for version control. You'll get to work with ChatGPT and GitHub Pilots, GitHub Pilot, Copilot. These are AI tools that you use for coding. And last but not the least, you also get to work with Microsoft Fabrics. So a lot of you will be of the notion that, oh, I want to learn Power BI. Is Power BI part of data science? Yes, it is. You're not going to learn Power BI as a standalone tool. You'll be learning Power BI within the Microsoft Fabrics, application. Okay. So Microsoft Fabrics is it's called Microsoft Fabrics. So I mean, it's Microsoft Power BI. So you're learning. So in the future, in the next couple of months, Microsoft Fabrics is going to replace, or is already replacing, some of the things that you do with Power BI. Okay. So rather than doing Power BI separately from something else, an ecosystem, Microsoft Fabrics is that one-stop shop. Okay, for analytics within any organization. So that's where you'll be learning Power BI. So you're not learning Power BI like, Power BI like a data analyst or anything. You're learning it of how to use Power BI efficiently within any organization you find yourself. So you will see that Microsoft Fabrics is not something that you hear frequently, I'm sure. Okay, Microsoft Fabrics is not something that you hear, but you see, we are teaching it, all right? And that's because we know what will become in demand. We know what people will be looking for in the next 6 months, 1 year. Organizations would be looking aggressively to hire people that have Microsoft Fabric skills. And that's exactly what you're learning now. Okay, so in the future, plug and play. Learn the skills now, all right? Start to implement. And when the time comes for you to dominate the market, you start to dominate. All right, that's exactly what we're going to talking about. So, For data science, it's for 4 months also, 3 months of learning and 1 month free virtual internship. So this is where you start to implement some of the techniques or some of the things that you've learned in the training program. Now, the live class is also for you have the live classes just on Saturdays, okay? Same timing, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time for the guys in Europe, UK, and Africa. And also, evening session is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for the guys in Canada and the US. So if you're in Canada and the US and you're interested in the data science training program, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So see, learning is limitless in the sense that you can learn from anywhere. You know no boundary. So you're in Canada, you're in the US, you are anywhere in the world, Trinidad and Tobago, we have a timing that works for you. We have a timing that works for you to get started. So you're going to learn statistics, you get to work with SQL, you get to work with Excel and Tableau, like the data analyst, you literally be able to do what the data analyst is doing, but you take it one step ahead to start doing predictive modeling, okay? Prediction, forecasting, and so on. All right, you get to learn Python, Microsoft Fabrics, ChatGPT, and GitHub Copilot. Now, data engineering, what do you need to learn to become that data provider in any organization that you find yourself? So you need to get started learning data engineering. What is data engineering? What is a database? What's a data lake? What's a delta lake? What's a data mart? And so on and so forth. Then you also need to learn SQL and Python. All right. You see these two tools, SQL and Python, are the foundation of any data engineer. Okay. Any data engineer needs to be good with SQL and Python. You would also learn Linux. You'll learn how to build ETL pipeline. You'll learn how to extract data from a database, from APIs. You learn how to do web scraping and so on and so forth. All right. You also get to work with Apache PySpark, okay, for big data. So you see, in the beginning, I told you big data analyst is the same thing as data engineer because you need to be able to handle big data. Okay, I'm very sure most of you will be asking, what is big data? That's exactly what we are going to do. Introduce you to data engineering concepts and terminologies. Okay, so Apache PySpark allows you to work with big data. Okay, and also you're going to learn Apache Airflow. Okay, for database or data pipeline automation. You will also work with AWS. You work with all the cloud platforms for for cloud engineering. So you work with AWS, you work with Azure, and you would also work with GCP. You would work with the three major cloud platforms to carry out what we call cloud engineering. So you could actually get a job. You would actually be able to get a job as a cloud engineer, either AWS cloud engineer, Azure cloud engineer, or GCP cloud engineer. These are opportunities that you can latch into. You would also get to work with GitHub and also AI tools for coding, ChatGPT and GitHub Copilot. You get to work with that for your coding. Now, the timeline for data engineering, learning timeline is for 5 months, 3 months of learning and 2 more internship, 2 months of internship. So 5 months of learning, okay? So that is 3 months learning and 2 months internship, 2 months of immersive internship where you're going to be put into play what the things you've learned. Now, the live class for the data engineering is just we only have one timing catered across everybody across the world. So it is 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. West African time for the guys in data engineering, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. West African time. And the guys in Canada, it is 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time every Saturday. So you have your live classes just on Saturday, and it is 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. West African time and 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, the classes on Sunday, you have self-paced materials to get you to work more on projects. I'm going to show you that at the end of the session. I want to finish up in the next 30 minutes, so I'm going to just go through them. Okay, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to take you my time to explain everything, but just maximum in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to be wrapping up. So we have Python. You will work with Python. In data engineering, you'll learn Python, you'll learn Linux, you'll learn ChatGPT, you'll learn AWS, GCP, Azure. You learn PySpark, you learn SQL, Draw.io, ChatGPT, and GitHub Copilot, Apache Airflow, and GitHub. You are going to be learning things that are in demand. Okay, things that, and I want you to, we would look at job opportunities now. How can you, when I learn these jobs, or when I learn data analytics, data science, and data engineering, Are there jobs for me? Are there jobs? Can I get a job remotely? Now let's use built-in. Built-in is something I stumbled upon just a few years ago, just about 2 years ago, and it has been tremendous for me, all right, in getting remote opportunities. And let me show you. Now, let me show you. Well, I'm going to go back to my website, my browser, I mean. So all you need to do is open your browser and check in built-in. There's a reason why I'm showing you this, okay? This is for you to tell you that if you decide to learn, these opportunities are there. If you decide to learn, these opportunities are there for you, waiting for you to latch onto. So if you go to built-in, all right, I'm going to go to built-in, and you see built-in literally as in there, latest tech jobs personalized for you. Latest tech jobs personalized for you. Now, all you need to do is search. Okay. So if you're interested in data analytics, I'm going to put the keyword data analyst. All right. So either you put in the location that you're interested in, either the United States. All right. United States. All right. So I usually start with the United States because that's where the job market is the largest. Okay, that's where you get more opportunities for remote jobs. Now, the good thing about all these remote jobs is the remote jobs you find on LinkedIn is different from the one you find on built-in. They're different. They're not the same thing. All right. So you finish on LinkedIn, you're coming to built-in. Now, built-in is not only for data analytics, data science, and data engineering. It's also for business analysts. It's the same thing. It's literally tech jobs that you find there. All right. So I've typed in data analyst, I've typed in my location, I'm looking for a remote job. I would select, I don't want in office and I don't want hybrid, I want just remote. So I'm going to click on apply. All right. And I will click on see jobs. And now you see, these are all remote data analyst jobs that are remote in the US. Okay. Data analyst jobs that are remote in the US. Now, take a look at that. Principal data analyst remote, data analyst professional services remote. And you see this, some of them come with their salary expectation. This is 114 to 130K annually. All right. 85 to 135K annually. So you see, these are all data analyst jobs 2 days ago, 4 days ago, yesterday, 7 days ago, 4 days ago, 8 days ago. These are jobs posted consistently, all right, for the roles of a data analyst. Now, the same thing with data scientist, okay? The same thing, search for the role of a data scientist, okay? This is all remote opportunities, guys. All remote opportunities. Now you see this data scientist in the US, okay? This is 20 hours ago. You know, this is salary expectation. All right. Cash App. Okay, that's a very, very popular tech startup in the US. Okay, so Cash App, if you've ever heard of Cash App. So they're looking for a staff data scientist, programmatic ad leads 3 days ago. There's a salary expectation. All the salary expectations are there. All right. So staff data scientists, you see them and the days they were posted. These are jobs that are recently posted just under a couple of hours. So you see this one here, this PwC, currently looking for a remote job, compliance and monitoring data scientists. These are active remote jobs, guys. Active remote jobs. So when we say that you can learn a skill and get a job, it's not any skill, it's an in-demand skill. And that's the same thing with data engineering. Okay, data engineers. Okay, all right, data engineer. So you see data engineer, data engineer. So you see one organization recruiting different roles. This was 2 days ago. This was 15 hours ago. This was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And these are jobs posted by different organizations. This was yesterday. All right. This is Pfizer, medical analytics, data engineer. Okay. So these are opportunities within, like I said, once you finish on LinkedIn, you come to built-in. All right. So you cannot finish job on LinkedIn. These are just two platforms amongst all the platforms that we talked about. So even as a business analyst, you can still use this platform. Okay, you can still use this platform to apply for remote jobs. So when I'm using it to apply, when I'm taking them one after the other, does not mean that LinkedIn is only for business analysis. No, LinkedIn is for business analysis. All the 8 career paths that we talked about today, LinkedIn will do that. Built-in that we're looking at will do the same thing. All right. So please, one platform is not for dedicated for one skill, it's for all the tech skills. So you see, for business analysts in the US, you have another list of organizations that are collectively looking to hire remote workers in the US for the same role of business analyst. So that goes back to exactly what I said earlier. You need to learn a skill that is in demand. Don't learn the skill that, every five business days is where you get like three people that are looking for that particular role. Or it's every 2 weeks you get like five job roles. No, learn a skill that once you learn, you can apply for like 10 roles in a day. You can apply for like 20 roles if you're serious in a day, all right, to get you what you're looking for. All right. So learn a skill that will put you in front of people that will get you started. Now we have financial analyst and HR analyst. Now the financial analyst is a data analyst, but understands finance. So you see, this is a data analyst that understands corporate finance. So you can get a job in corporate finance, okay? Corporate finance and investment banking, okay? So if you are looking to get, into financial analytics, this is a data analyst that understands finance. So the data analyst cannot work as a financial analyst. Okay, the data analyst cannot work as a financial analyst, and it's very simple. It's because they don't know finance. They don't know finance. So what makes you in demand is the ability to manipulate financial data. Tell me what organization doesn't need a finance, that doesn't have a finance department. One organization in this world, I mean, even a non-profit making organization, non-profit making, meaning that they're not looking to make money, they're not looking to make profit. Charitable organization, they still need a financial analyst to tell them how to spend their money. Do you understand? They don't care about profit, but they need a financial analyst to tell them how they will spend their money or how to allocate financial resources. All right. So the financial analyst is a combination of finance, data analytics, and investment banking. So now what you're going to be learning, very simple, problem solving, Excel, Power BI, SQL. So you see, the first couple of things you're going to learn is data analytics. Now, you learn what the data analyst can do, okay? But now the other part, this is where the corporate finance and investment banking comes into play. So you're not going to start with accounting fundamentals, you move into financial analysis, you move into financial modeling, you move into valuation. Now, you're going to be using tech skills, you're going to be using Power BI, you're going to be using Excel, you're going to be using SQL to do all this. So you're not going to be using the regular, financial statements and all that. You're going to be using technical tools to do your analysis. So you're going to be learning financial analysis, financial modeling, you'll be learning valuation, you'll be doing sensitivity and scenario analysis, and you would also be doing AI, ChatGPT for analytics. Okay, so you see, this is data analytics infused in finance. Now, as a financial analyst, you can apply for data analyst jobs and you can also apply for financial analyst roles. Okay. The same thing with HR analytics. The same thing with HR analytics. Now, this is a data analyst that knows HR. Okay. So you see, the first couple of things you're going to learn is problem solving, Excel, Power BI, and SQL. These are these are data analytics skills. So you will learn data analytics like a data analyst. But now, what separates you from a regular data analyst is the fact that you now know how to use data analytics within HR. So the HR analyst can apply for a data analyst job, okay? And additionally, they can do more for an HR. So you see, you will learn HR analytics and performance evaluation. You will learn HR metrics and life cycles. You'll learn HR analysis and dashboarding. You work with, collaboration and report automation, building your case and creating action. Now, remember when we started, okay? What jobs are going to decline? Training and development, recruiters are going to decline. So if you depending on, oh, my job is secure, I'm always looking for talent, that job is going to decline in the future. But now HR analytics is not going to decline. Why? Because you need to make sense of people. I talked about three things that make up every organization, which is people, all right, technology, okay, and finance and process, sorry, and process. You see, people is what drive tech. It's the people that comprises of the process. All right. So who makes decision on the people in the organization? Who analyzes people within the organization? Who makes sense of people within the organization? Is the HR analyst that uses data to make sense of people within the organization. All right. So you can see HR analysts doing what we call performance evaluation. All right. Training needs analysis. Okay. You're doing what we call attrition rate. You're doing retention rate. There's so many interesting things that you will see firsthand how you can use data as an HR analyst to make people stay better within the organization. How people talk about job enrichment, job engagement, and so on. How do you use data to make informed decision within HR? I love data so much, or I love anything analytics because that's exactly what organizations are looking to use to make a better decision within the organization. So you see, the financial analyst, all right, we talked about what you need to learn. Same thing with HR analysts. So now, these professionals are data analysts that are focused, laser focused on a particular domain. So for the data analyst, the financial analyst is focused on finance, and the HR analyst is focused, laser focused on HR initiatives within the organization. Now, the learning timeline for both programs is for 4 months, okay? 3 months of learning and 1 month immersive internship. Can somebody say immersive? Can you say immersive? Immersive experience, you working on projects as a financial analyst, as a HR analyst, okay? So now the timeline are the same thing. Saturday live classes, you have your live classes on Saturday, all right, between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time, that's for guys in Europe, UK, and Africa. Then if you are in Canada or the US, you have your timing between 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, okay? Now, yeah, basically you're going to be learning problem solving, Excel, Power BI, SQL, just like the data analyst, but you're taking it one step further to learning the finance aspect. You implemented data analytics within finance. Now, HR analytics is the same thing. You learn the DA aspect, and then you move into the HR aspect, okay? You're using data analytics within HR, okay? So you're not just doing mundane things. You're not just filing. You're not filing people's salary. You're not, collecting data using email. You build automated systems within the HR using analytics. All right. So now moving on to where, if I learn HR today, HR analytics, I could get job. That's a key question. And that's exactly why we do it differently. Okay. If I learn financial analytics, a lot of people working in accounting, finance, they feel they can't work remotely. They feel they need to go to the office to do their job. Okay. The same thing with HR. Do I need to work? Can I work remotely? Yes, you can. And let me show you exactly another place you can go to. Flex job. Flex job will make you flex. Let me just put it that way. Flex job will make you flex. Let me show you exactly, and I'm going to show you again. All right. So I'm going to go to my browser. I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to flex. I'll just type in flex jobs. Now, flex job is paid. You need to subscribe. You need to subscribe to see flex job. Or I'll just show you because I'm not subscribed to it anymore. All right, but you need to create a profile. You need to subscribe. Now, the reason why flex job is perfect for you, I would encourage you to subscribe to them, is because you can get job from anywhere, literally anywhere in the world. Okay, so you see it here. If you scroll down, let me just read it. Let me just show you exactly the #1 job site to find remote jobs. No ads, spams, or junk. Like literally remote jobs. That's what they do. #1, just go there, create a profile, register, or subscribe. We don't have any affiliation with FlexJob. Okay, I have used them to get jobs remotely. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm recommending. So FlexJob, I'll show you why I love FlexJob. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. So see here, work from anywhere in the US. So if you're currently in the US and you want to work from anywhere within the US, fantastic. There are jobs for you. Earlier I talked about you can't know. Okay, you can't know the jobs that I'm going to tell you to work in the US and so on and so forth. So apply for everything. FlexJob has understood that some organizations want you to be in the US to apply for these jobs, to work remotely within the US. So if you're in Nigeria, you can't get this opportunity. They're looking for opportunities that will tell you work from anywhere in the world. So you can be in your village in Ondo State Okay, you could be in the remote area, or if you have access to internet, you can work anywhere in the world. And these opportunities, and do they exist? Yes, they do exist. The next part is explore job categories. So different job categories, you can explore your HR analytics, financial analytics, and any other job boards, any other skill sets that we talked about. So like I mentioned, you need to understand the jobs that you are applying to. We've talked about the business analysis, data analytics, data science, data engineering, HR, and financial analytics. That is exactly what you come here to search for. So once you create a profile, and subscribe. I don't if you do it for a month, 2 months, you get your job. Somebody's asking why mention Ondo State. I grew up in Ondo State. I grew up in Akure, so that's what came to my head. That's why. So any job that you're looking for, that's exactly what you would. Anywhere in the US, anywhere in the world, that's exactly flex job will make you flex. Trust me. Literally, you can get a job in anywhere in Europe, anywhere in Asia, anywhere in the US, anywhere in North America, you can get a job anywhere. So it's a fantastic platform for you to have access to. So moving on to the next thing, okay, which is we're almost wrapping up, which is Scrum cybersecurity and Scrum Master. Okay. Now cybersecurity, this is one platform I will tell you, this is one career path I'll tell you is very interesting. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying that it is very interesting is because every business, okay, every business on the surface of the earth now does their business online. Every business does their business online. Okay. Now, even this session that we're having, it's online. So in order for us to get people, tell Africans in the US you can get a job, Canada you can get a job, US, Nigeria you can get a job. You it has to be online. We need to talk to you online. We can't be in those physical locations all at the same time. It's impossible. So now the key question is every business that wants to sell, that wants to make impact must do it online, must find a way to bring it online. I mean, the banks, if you to go to the branch, I've not been to the branch since I landed in Canada. I've been to the branch to open my account and all that. In the UK, I never went to any bank. Everything was done virtually. Okay. So if every business is done online, okay, it means hackers, okay, can actually get access to this online platform and either steal or disable, or they can do so many things. All right. So the who protects these businesses from hackers, scammers, and so on and so forth. Protects the business from hackers and scammers. Okay, that's where cybersecurity comes in play. Okay, protecting you in the cyberspace, protecting you in the cyberspace. You see where I'm coming from? All right. I usually use this my personal experience. A friend of mine, his WhatsApp was hacked. Okay, his WhatsApp was hacked. Okay, and in that hack, they were able to, scam people to the tune of $200. And I was part of the people that they scammed. So let me tell you what happened. So his WhatsApp was hacked, okay, and decided sending messages to all his contacts, okay. So the message was hello Ife, hello. Let me just use myself. Hello Ife Mena. I'm currently trying to send this money to a friend of mine. I made a payment. Exceeded my transaction for the day. Could you send this now? Could you help me out? And this is a very good friend of mine. So when I got the message, I felt like it needed the money. Okay, so I told him to provide the account number for me to make the payment into the account number. And he sent the person's account number and I paid. All right. And once I paid, the person still sent another message to thank me and also asked for more. And that was at that point in time, I knew that, okay, this my friend of mine would not do this. Okay, would not do this. Okay. So that's why I started probing more to find out, my guy, what's up? Where are you? What are you doing? Tell me something about yourself. Then I found out that his WhatsApp was hacked. Well, guess what? I had sent money already. I'd lost money. I'd sent money I cannot receive back. But this is very interesting because this is just one user. Okay, this is just one user's WhatsApp, just a regular guy. His WhatsApp was hacked, and in less than 24 hours, they had already scammed about $200 from that one user on WhatsApp. Now imagine somebody can hack all the people on WhatsApp. Imagine they can get a million customers, a million users on WhatsApp hacked. okay? And you know how much they'll be able to scam or cut away with 1 million users on WhatsApp. All right. We all have heard of Patricia, the crypto exchange platform in Nigeria that was hacked sometimes about less than 2 years ago. Okay. They were hacked and they cut it away with their finances, their crypto balances, and so on and so forth. That's where cybersecurity comes into play. And because of the fact that most businesses now do their businesses online, it is important to protect yourself online. Now, who protects you online? The cyber security analyst. Okay? And that's why they're in demand. The Scrum Master, obviously, is literally a master. That's somebody that knows how to implement Scrum. So some people have not heard of Scrum before. So Scrum is a project management methodology. Okay? Project management methodology. So it's very simple. The reason why Scrum is in demand is because of the fast-paced fast-paced environment, business environment, okay? Fast-paced environment. Now, businesses are not waiting 1 year to launch their products anymore. You see, back 10, 15 years ago, businesses would wait 1 year to implement a product, okay? To implement a product. Wait 1 year. But now, obviously, because it's not about waiting 1 year to have a perfect product, the Scrum Master is looking at how can they, rather than making having one, doing rather than waiting 1 year to get that product out, can we do it in, you know, 3 months? Can we have a product in 3 months or 2 months or 1 month? Okay. So rather than waiting 1 year to have a product, can we do it in 2 months or 3 months or 1 month? Can we have that product in 1 month? So that's exactly where Scrum Master comes into play. Allows you to deploy fast, deploy certain initiative, certain product in using the Scrum methodology as fast and as easy as possible. Now, a perfect example is the tools that we use every day. Now, you see Microsoft, you see back in the days, you see Microsoft 97, Microsoft 98. You see they're waiting 1 year to release a new product, okay? Microsoft 97, Microsoft 98, Microsoft 99, Microsoft 2000. You see, they're waiting 1 year to release new products. Okay. Now, the Scrum Master is that person that will say that we don't need to wait 1 year to get a new product out. We can do it in batches. Okay. So a particular feature, let's implement within the next 1 month or 2 months. Another feature, let's implement within the next 2 months to 3 months. Let's do the next feature, 3 months. So before that 1 year, they would have launched on it. They would have done so much already. They would have implemented so many features. Your Instagram, for example, today, you open Instagram, you can click on this button and it will share. Tomorrow, you come to that same Instagram, you find out that the share button has now been changed. There's another location entirely. A new feature has been added. Your iOS, your Android, you see you're getting update every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 1 month. All right. And you're getting new features, you're getting more features, you're getting more features. Who implements this? The Scrum Master is the person that plans these sprint events and ensures that new features are added as at when due. So rather than waiting 1 year to get your new product out, can we do it in a lesser period of time in a more efficient way? So you see that project is done by the Scrum Master, okay? And that's what we're going to call it. That's basically what would you need to learn to get started in cybersecurity or Scrum Master. So you need to start with the introduction to cybersecurity for the cybersecurity analyst, the foundation of computing and networking. You need to understand information security principles. You need to talk about offensive and defensive cybersecurity, cryptographic basics, cyber threats and attack vectors, network security. Let's see what you learn: network security, endpoint security, web and application security, and then cloud security. Now, you also learn incident response and forensic, cyber threats and policies and compliance. So you see, it's fully packed. So you're not just going to learn one type of security, you're going to learn all 5 of them. Network is number 1, endpoint is number 2, web is number 3, application security number 4, and 5, cloud securities. Now, a lot of organizations are moving their products to the cloud, moving their data to the cloud. How do you still protect these organizations in the cloud? That's exactly what you're going to be learning. Okay, so you also learn cryptography, which involves encryption. So when you're talking about encryption, we'll talk more extensive about that. I don't want to spend too much time on the call today. Okay, so the learning timeline is for 4 months, 3 months of learning, and 1 month of internship. 3 months of learning, 1 month of immersive internship. Now, what would you be doing? What's your timeline for the classes? Saturdays and Sundays, you have live classes, Saturdays and on Sunday. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time, and afternoon 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. West African time. So you have the timing for the cybersecurity training program. Now, for Scrum Master, what do you need to learn to become a Scrum Master? Introduction to Scrum, the Scrum team, artifacts and ceremonies, Scrum artifacts, increment and sprint backlogs, Scrum events, Nexus Skill Scrum, and we also prepare you for the PSM examination, which is the Professional Scrum Master certification. We'll prepare you for that. So this training program is one of the fastest way for you to get into the tech space. To keep quickest is timeline is for 2 months. All right, 1 month of learning and 1 month of internship. 1 month learning, 1 month internship. So they're just learning to do, you're learning the methodology and you're deploying that methodology to get started in Scrum Master. The timeline also, I mean, the timing, Saturday live classes, Sunday live classes, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time, and on Sunday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. West African time. So these are the timing, these are the courses that we've looked at, okay? Now, I'm going to show you Glassdoor also, Glassdoor. Now, Glassdoor is a fantastic place also. Like I said at the start, this is one tool that I use consistently for recruitment, for application, for interview preparation. It's a one-stop shop. One-stop shop. I love it. I love Glassdoor. So I'm going to use Glassdoor. Okay, Glassdoor. I'm going to go to Glassdoor. Glassdoor. I'm going to show you now to apply for any of these jobs in tech. Okay, in order for you to get started. So let's quickly take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. So this is Glassdoor. I'm going to go to jobs. Okay, click on jobs. And you can already see business analysis, the first one I ever saw there. But anyway, we're not looking at cyber. Let's look at cyber security. So I'm looking at cyber security to tell you that you can actually get jobs working remotely. So you see the cyber security analyst, cyber security engineer. There are so many roles you can apply to. Anyways, I'm just looking at cyber security analyst. Now put in the location. What location are you interested in? Like I said also earlier, start with the US. The United States has the biggest, demand for remote workers. Okay, I usually start with the US before going to any other country of my choice. So once I go to the US, the key thing that you're looking out to here is remote only. You see, you have a filter currently in this particular place that is remote only. Okay, remote only. So what you need to do is click on remote only and it gives you. So you see the lead GRC analyst. You see, you have senior analyst, I am remote. So I am roles, okay, remote role. Cybersecurity risk management analyst. These are all remote roles in the US, cybersecurity. Okay, cybersecurity, all remote roles in cybersecurity. Now let's take a look at the next one, which is Scrum Master. Can I get a job working as a Scrum Master? Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, you see Scrum Master role, Scrum Master 2, Scrum Master 1, Scrum Master Agile Coach, so on and so forth. There's so many roles you can apply to, but I'm just going to stick with the generic name, which is called Scrum Master. And United States, I'll keep it at United States, and same process. So you see, majority of the time you see technical project manager. Project manager is not just project manager. It's not just a regular project manager. It's somebody that knows Scrum and has implemented Scrum in the organization that you're looking to work in. Okay, so that's exactly what we are going to be talking about. Okay, so how have you implemented Scrum? How have you used Scrum on a day-to-day as a project manager? So it's not so that's exactly what you learn in that training program. So one, I'm not saying Glassdoor is for cybersecurity and Scrum Master is for all the tech skills. So if you're a data analyst, come here and look at data analytics in the US for remote jobs, you will get the same thing. All remote only jobs. Remote only jobs. Do you understand what I'm saying? So all the platforms that we've looked at, from LinkedIn to built-in to Flex Jobs to Glassdoor, these sites will get you the jobs that you're looking for. All right. There are still so many of them. Well Found is another very good place. Well Found is another well found is another fantastic place to go to. All right. All remote tech jobs for your disposal, for your updates. Do you understand? All right. All remote jobs for you. So all you need to do, create a platform, apply for remote jobs. So this Working Nomads is another fantastic place. Skip the Drive. These are all sites that you can work with. So Working Nomads, you know what a nomad is? Somebody that moves from one place to the other. Okay, that resides and build places, go there, create an account, apply. So these are sites that you can apply for remote jobs. Other ones are there, remote.co, Skip the Drive, Indeed, and also on and so forth. So, if you've enjoyed yourself so far, please, guys, I want you to put a one in the chat so far. We're about wrapping up the session. If you've enjoyed this eye-opening session, please put a one in the chat. Let's go. All right. So, this is where you're learning something fantastic. You're learning the skill that will get you started. Now, bear in mind, when we started this session, what did I say? I said you need to learn a skill that will be in demand. Not just any tech skill will get you what you're looking for. You need to learn a skill that is in demand. Okay. And I enjoyed myself. Okay. And I'm sure you guys also enjoyed yourself. But let me tell you something. We have this equation that we work with every single time that works and has worked for a ton of people that have gone through it analytics. Still works for me. Okay. So in order for you to get this job offer, the key thing is you want to get a job offer. You want to get a job in tech. You want to get a job in tech. So we have a simple equation that has worked for us tremendously. Okay. Now, what is this equation? First thing, learn the technical skill. That's exactly what we've used the last almost 2 hours, over 2 hours now to talk about the technical skills. Learn Power BI, learn Python, learn cybersecurity, learn this, learn Linux, learn all this skill set. Honestly, that's the technical skill. But the technical skill is not enough for you to get a job. The technical skill is not enough for you to get a job. Now, bear in mind, you can get a job in tech by learning the skills, okay? But it's not enough to get a job. Okay, what is the E in this equation? T plus E equals to job offer. Okay, T plus E equals to job offer. Now, what's the second one? Employability skills. And this is where a lot of people find it difficult to get a job. They focus so much on the technical skills. I mean, I am good in Python. I mean, I know how to analyze data in Power BI, Excel, and Tableau, but I can't get a job. That's because you lack employability skills. Now, what do we do to help you get better with employability skills? Level one, we have CV review. So once you go through us, would help you revamp your CV. Would help you revamp your CV. Will help you ensure that you have the standardized CV for the region that you're going to work in. Would help you review your CV. I have experience. I don't have experience. I am a fresh graduate. I am these different scenarios. We'll find a way to help you revamp your CV to get you the roles that you're looking at. Okay. So it's not just the technical skills. You need to have a good CV. Okay. A recruiter should be able to look at your CV in less than 10 seconds and get you a call and try to make your call through to you. The next one is LinkedIn optimization. We help you optimize your LinkedIn profile. So even the number one place I showed you today was LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn is one of the best places recruiters are looking for talent. If I'm looking for a talent today, I go to LinkedIn to search. Now, when I search, who are the people? Would I see you? Will I see you if I search for a role in data science? That's where LinkedIn optimization comes in. When I am head hunting, the first set of people I would see is recommendation by LinkedIn. LinkedIn will recommend them. Now, what leads to this recommendation? That's where optimization comes in. So when recruiters go to search, oh, I'm in the US, I'm in Canada, I'm in Nigeria, I'm looking for a job. All right. If I search for data analysts within your region, will I see you? Will I be able to get to see you? That's where LinkedIn optimization comes in play. So putting you in the front burner of roles that are being searched for. So data science, data engineering, cybersecurity, you're going to be in the front burner for all these roles that you're getting yourself into. Upwork is another fantastic place for remote workers. All right, so you can check it out today. Just go to www.upwork.com Guys, please, we don't have any affiliation with any of these brands. These are, places, sites that I use personally. All right. And we have no sponsorship, nothing to tell you that use this one over this one, nothing like that. I use all of them, literally. Okay. So I'm applying for a job. I want to get a job. I use all the platform. So Upwork is a fantastic place. So for you to gain that, freelancing and so on and so forth. So I'm going to say find work for a skill. You see, find the best freelance job. So what we're going to do for you is also build your optimize your Upwork profile so you can also get jobs freelancing. Navigating the job market is a fantastic thing that you need to have. So a lot of people will learn a new skill, but don't know what type of job they can apply to. Now, I'm sure today, for the guys in cybersecurity, should I only apply for, when I'm searching for jobs, should I only apply for cybersecurity jobs? There are a ton of jobs you can actually apply to. I mean, there's SOC analyst, there's SOC analyst, there is information analyst, there's information security analyst. There is so many roles that you can apply to. You see people apply looking for a job. There's GRC in there that you can also apply to. There are tons of jobs you can apply to, but how do you know you can apply to this job? That's where we come in. Now, look at what we did today. What we did today is a part of navigating the job market, which is remote job market. Now, there's also another aspect, which is the Eden job market. How do you get access to the Eden job market? That's what we have used the very good part of our decade experience to explore. So what it took us about 10 years to discover, we're going to teach you within that same period, within the period of your learning process. So you know how to navigate the job market, you would have a good CV, you would have a good LinkedIn profile, you know how to get freelance opportunity. Once you get all those things together, there is no way you have a good CV, you know how to navigate the job market, you have a good LinkedIn profile, you will get job interviews. You will get job interviews. Now, once you get those job interviews, you need to prepare. Okay? You need to prepare. You've never been a data engineer in your life. So how do you answer questions as a somebody that wants to get a job as a data engineer? How do you get this job? Oh, tell me about the time you worked as you built a data pipeline. How do you answer that question? Okay, that's when you use what we call the STAR technique. STAR situation. You talk about the situation. You talk about the task. You talk about the action and result. Bear in mind, the structure is not is important. The structure is important. Situation, task, action, and result is important. But now, how you tell that story also very important. Okay. Now, tell me about yourself. How do you tell people about your experience? Hello, Kennedy James. How are you doing today? Can you tell me? Let's get to meet you. Let us know more about you. How do you introduce yourself? The way you introduce yourself matters a whole lot. It sets the tone for the interview. And you see a lot of people are relocating, saying that they find it hard to get a job because they don't know how to interview. They might get a call from a recruiter, but they don't know what to say to get them that job. Those are the things that I have fallen victim of. All right. I went to Ireland, like I mentioned. Before I got that first job, I had several interviews. I failed and I learned as I went on. Okay. And that's exactly what we're going to be teaching you. So you don't fail also. So you don't fail is very critical. All right. So the last is recommendation and reference letter. So you see, it's not just the technical skill that is enough. The technical skills is just 50% of what you need. The other 50% to get you that job is employability skills. So CV review, navigating the job market, LinkedIn optimization, job interview preparation, Upwork, and recommendation reference letter, everything combined together will get you what you're looking for. Now, the last one, second thing is weekly mentorship session. Weekly mentorship session. Very, very important. So when we bring in experts from the industry to come and speak to you on how to get started, what to learn, what not to learn, practical steps, bringing people from the US, from the UK, from Canada on what you need to learn to get started. So once you finish with the mentorship session, we have on-the-job support. So once you get a job, and you are a bit, people are getting a job, they're scared. Okay, can I do it? Can I not do it? So they need a bit of training wheels. So we provide that training wheels. We help you when you get started to cushion you, to help you say that, okay, whenever you have issues, we will provide you with support. These are all free of charge. You're not paying for this. They're free. review, CV review, link optimization, navigating job market, mentorship, job preparation. These are all free added skills. And that goes back to our vision, which is helping more Africans transition into the tech space. So if this is something that you're interested in, all right, I'm just going to share you some other success stories before we call it a day. All right. It always seems impossible until it is done. Go back to that saying. It always seems impossible. If you mean, can I get a job? Am I that smart? Can I do it? You know, a lot of people doubt themselves. But this is where I tell you that people that have gone through analytics, you know, there are a lot of success factors. These are a different set of people that I'm going to showcase to you now. So Biola got a job as an accountant. Okay, was an accountant in Nigeria, relocated to the UK, got a job as a data analyst with one of the largest financial institutions in the UK. All right, no tech background, nothing. Okay, so people that are looking to get into financial analytics, Viola is a perfect example for you. Coming from accounting, translating into financial analytics, that's exactly what you need to get started. Olubemi also was a banker in Nigeria, just a normal bankers that you have in Nigeria. Relocated to Canada, also got a job as a business data analyst, like I talked about. Okay, combination of business analysis and data analytics. Okay, got a job as a business data analyst in Canada. Okay, Michael got a job as a sales engineer, that's data engineering, okay, with a software company in the UK. Muhyiddin, based in Ibadan, Nigeria, got a job with BDX as a business development analyst in the UK. So these are guys that have gone through analytics, and you see their profile. I mean, you can go on LinkedIn to look for them, okay, and search them. You see how all of them consistently have worked through analytics, okay. And I'm going to play one of them, okay. I'm going to play Biola just for you to see and listen to what Biola has to say. All right, just in 2 minutes, okay. In 2 minutes,
ask you to unmute yourself. You can also put on your video, and let's get to hear your own analytics experience. All right.
Even before September, I've joined series of your master classes, and I enjoyed it, and I've referred people. But you know, it would be better for me to at least let me be a better person on. Even if you have maybe like 5 of my type of person on the same job role, I want to be that distinct person. So that's one of the reasons why I enrolled for the program in September. And you know, lo and behold, I got job interviews. I think after September, maybe no, October 30 to be precise, and that was my second job interview in the UK. The very first one was a mess. You understand? I would not want to say I misbehaved. You understand? I wanted to, let me say, maybe from the employer's point of view, because when they sent me their review, you know, I was surprised. But you know, when I listened to the mentorship session, there are some things I picked from this mentorship session, and I tried to work on my CV. I reviewed my CV, used the right format, and I sent it on Indeed and some other job, you know, databases here. And before you know it, people were calling me. But I did something. I saw a recruiter and I called him that I just finished postgraduate studies and I would like to even, you know, maybe get an opportunity to just showcase myself. And he was like, okay. Well,
all right, so see, well, all I'll tell you to do is if you go to our YouTube platform, all you need to do is go on YouTube, go to Analytics. When we say we have evidence, we mean it, okay? We have evidence. So search for Analytics. You will find out, just go to Analytics, go to playlist. All right, is what you should be looking at. Go to testimonials. So you see testimonials over here. We have there plenty. Okay, we have a lot of testimonials of people that have gotten jobs literally anywhere across the world. Literally anywhere across the world. So you're looking for guys in Poland, you're looking for guys in Germany, France, people are getting jobs in the US, literally, and even other Africans, okay? So somebody said, what about other African countries? All right, yeah, we have people. So if you come here, we have a ton of testimonials of people that have got a job in the US, in the UK, literally
Hi
across the world,
everyone, my name is
okay?
Bob.
So I would endeavor you to check this platform, to check our testimonials. We have a ton of them. I would also show you some that are written and not text. So you see here, if we got a job as a data scientist, you see, my first role is data scientist, first proper job in the UK after 10 analytics training. This is data science that a lot of people think they need heaven and earth to get a job in. Okay, and this is Ebube getting a job as a data scientist, first proper job. That's to tell you she wasn't working in tech, but now she works as a data scientist within the NHS in the UK. Also, we have, what's the name again? Whistling. Whistling got a full-time job with Shell as a sales analyst, working as a sales analyst after the analytics training program. After the training program, she got a job with Shell, working as a sales analyst. Now, you see, Vivian also got 3 job offers, and this is the email she sent to me. You see there? Hi, Ifemena, I trust you're doing great. I come with you with delightful news. I interviewed with 3 companies and was made offers by all 3 companies. Now, what are these companies? Number 1, PwC. Number 2, Asset Risk Consultant. And number 3 is Bank Julius Baer. Okay? I'm sticking with Bank Julius as a data and business analyst. The pay is great and it comes with great benefit and so on. Now you see where work reference comes in play. Okay, so you see, on another note, given that you have agreed to provide a work reference on my behalf, blah blah blah, providing work reference is very important. So especially if you're looking for remote, you're looking for full-time opportunities working in tech, it is very important for you to have work reference. And that's where we come in. Because if you're currently working as a customer service representative or you're working in care, you're working in warehouse, you cannot use that company as work reference for cybersecurity. I mean, you are working in the warehouse. Where did you ever implement any cybersecurity initiative? Nothing, no. So that's where analytics comes in, okay? You can claim work experience with analytics because our training program is project driven. You're going to be working on projects. You're going to work with clients from different organizations. So you are going to get that project-based experience going through the learning program, and then you can use it as a reference when you're applying for a job. So you see, these are more recent ones that came in the last couple of weeks. Okay. Hello, Ifemena. Thanks for your support and assistance. I had my final interview on Friday last week, and though it went well, again, she get to personal things and blow that out. So I wanted to wait till Friday to get a feedback to share before reaching out. They gave a feedback almost immediately, like the second day post interview. Today, I got a call to a tentative offer to start in July. That's literally, she did a training program, and now she has an offer as a data scientist with a company, one of the largest retail firms in Poland. Okay, all right. See, guys, that another one. Good morning, good afternoon, sir. My name is Oluwaseun, a past student of analytics. I have an urgent situation. I got 2 job offers, and it's hard for me making a decision. So you see where people are seeing there are no jobs. So people are getting multiple offers. Okay. How many of us are looking to getting multiple offers, guys? How many of us are looking to getting multiple offers? Okay, we're wrapping up. See, guys, if you're enjoying yourself, if you're going to look at situations that will affect your life or future for decades, okay, why are you concerned about 30 minutes? This is the information that you need to get started in your desired career path. And you're telling me, we made 30. Guys, it's not easy for me to provide you with all this information. These are things that took me almost 10 years, 10 years of my career to know. All right. And I'm trying to push it into a 2-hour session. Guys, please, if you want to get something for yourself to get started, a 2-hour plus session is not, it's good. It's too small for me. All right. So if you're enjoying yourself, guys, I'm looking at the guys that are enjoying themselves and are deriving value from this. These people are getting a job. They're not complaining that, oh, the training program is for 3 months or it's for 2 hours or 30 minutes. Guys, enjoy yourself, learn and enjoy yourself. All right. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you. So basically, these are guys that have gone through the training program and have gone on to succeed in their career paths. People get to multiple offers where people say there are no jobs in the UK, there are no jobs in Canada, there are no jobs in the US. I find it difficult to get in a job. We have people that are actually getting jobs. So, what is your excuse? Get started today. And that's exactly where I'm coming from, guys. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. We had a session a couple of weeks ago, how I secure a job after training with Analytics. Okay, how I got a job. These are different set of people that I've talked about. Another set of people, another set, not the first set of people I talked about, not the second set of people I showed you, not the people that wrote to the testimonials, another set of people that have gotten jobs. Now, this is another set of people, how I secured a job after Analytics training. It's a YouTube video that talks about how they were able to get a job. We have another session here, how I secured a job after training with Analytics. Another set of people, Nigerians, Africans outside the country, in Africa, in Nigeria, that are getting these jobs. These are all different individuals. Nobody's repeating themselves. These are all different people. Now, if these people can do it, that's a key question. Like literally, if this guy can do it, guys, and that's exactly why I took my time to explain to you that this is how you can do it. Now, it took me, like I said again, it took me about 10 years to gain this experience, and I'm trying to give it to you in the shortest period of time. Okay, so you need to appreciate the fact that I'm trying to give you as much information, and these are people that listened and have gone on to do greater things. So what I want you to do when you get the material, click on the link, watch them, listen to them. These are people also. This is not me speaking this time around. Click on those links, okay? Listen to the video, listen to these guys that have gone on to go through Analytics and they've gone on to getting the desired job in the tech space. So now we have a training program starting on the 6th of July, 2024. That's the 7th month of the year, 6th of July, 2024. If you're looking to get it started, okay, please start now. So we have a training program starting on the 6th of July, 2024. Now, if you're interested in business analysis, okay, business analysis, if you're interested in business analysis, data analytics, data science, data engineering, cybersecurity, HR analytics, and financial analytics. If you're interested in any of those 7 training programs, we are currently running a 20% discount. 20% discount, not for everybody, okay? Only for the first 20 people, only for the first 20 people to register. Now, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to get started within the tech space. You see what we've talked about all through the session? We have proof, we have things that we have done to get you started. So if you're looking to get you started, please latch on this, early bird discount, which is a 20% discount. So rather than you paying the full amount of $750, £625, 730 euros, or 1,125 Canadian dollars, or 900,000 euro, you're actually going to be getting a 20% discount, and you can pay $600 or £500 or 580 euros or 900 Canadian dollars or 720,000 naira. Now, the good thing about a discount is you can actually pay in installments. Okay, you can pay in 2 installments. Now, with the full amount, you only have to pay the full amount. Okay, but with paying a discount, you can actually pay in 2 installments, which makes it easy for you to get started. Now, the first payment is the most significant aspect, which is what gets you registered for the training program. So it is $400, okay, all right, for your first installment. You don't have to pay the $600 to get started. It is $400 to start. Then if you're in the UK, it is £350. If you're anywhere in Europe, it is 400 euros. If you're in Canada, it's 600 Canadian dollars. And if you're in Nigeria or anywhere in Africa, it is 500,000 naira to get started. This will secure your position in the session, in the class. Now, that's the first payment. The second payment, you see it here, balance payment comes 1 month into the training program. So it's as flexible as possible to show you, all right, secure your space, and then 1 month after you can balance. Okay, you can balance the mirroring. Okay, so you have the first payment that guarantees you to gain access into the training program, and you have the second payment that comes 1 month into the training program. So they're not forcing you to pay everything at once. Okay, you have that, all right. you have that split into installments, okay? And that's exactly what we need you to get started with. So all you need to do to secure your place in this training program, all right, is the first installment you need to pay. All right. For those interested in Scrum, the price is also is different. So all you need to do is to pay the discounted amount. There's no installment for this. It is $360 or £300 or 350 euros or 540 Canadian dollars or 450,000 naira. Okay, so it's a one-time payment for the Scrum Master. Okay, all you need to do is pay once and you gain access to the full training program, internship, employability sessions, and so on and so on. Okay, all right, so that's exactly what you need to do. Okay, so the training program is discounted for the first 20 people for each program. For each of the program you're interested in, it's only available for the first 20 people. Now, if you want to latch on this opportunity to get it started, if you've tried so many things, trust me, that's the reason why I needed to show you proof of our work. Okay, show you that people have gone through this and they're doing successful things. All right, listen to them and get started. So if you're looking to get started, please start as soon as possible. Now, I can see a lot of people sending me messages. All right, I can see a lot of people sending me messages around how do I make payments. I'm going to walk you through how you can make your payments today. So all you need to do is click on the link that you have there, mainstack.enroll10analytics. Click on the link, all right, or you can scan the barcode. Either one works for you. So once you click on the link, mainstack.me/enroll10analytics, once you click on this link, Mainstack link, all right, it takes you to this platform. It takes you to a web-based platform, okay? It takes you to a web-based platform, and this is the Tenalytics Enrollment Center. Tenalytics Enrollment Center. So this is where you can, chat with you can send a message, you can send a message to us to ask for more information, or you can, get started, ask questions. You can chat with us at Tenalytics. You can gain access to all the program brochures, okay? So if you're interested, just click on any of this. It will take you to the brochure. The brochure basically gives you an overview of all the things that we talked about in today's session. So if you're interested in, say, data analytics, okay, I'm going to double click on data analytics and it shows me exactly what it entails, what you will learn in the training program. So data analytics, do you want to build your skills? And basically it goes ahead to talk about the curriculum of the training program, data analytics curriculum, Excel, to Power BI, to SQL, all the things you need to learn in order for you to get started. Very detailed, detailed walkthrough of the training program, okay? And the same thing with all the brochures that you find there. So you also have cybersecurity. If you're interested in cybersecurity, you'll see the step-by-step, everything detailed. What would you learn? What is in the curriculum? That's exactly what you will learn. See, introduction to cybersecurity, what would you learn? You'll learn the definition and importance of cybersecurity. You'll learn about the history and evolution of cyber threats. You'll learn about the key terms and concepts in cyber. So basically, the brochure gives you an overview of what you will learn in the training program. Now, for payment, you could do a direct transfer, okay? You could do a direct transfer. So if you're anywhere in the world and you want to pay for the guys in Canada, this is the Interact email for you to send your, initial deposit to, all right? If you're in the UK, you could also send, to this pound account, our UK account. And if you're in Nigeria or you want to pay in Naira, okay, you can always pay in Naira. If you're in Nigeria, you can pay in Naira to this Naira account. It's a Wema Bank account, okay? Now, for the people that want to pay online, all you need to do is select the training program of your choice. So for card/online payment, all you need to do is click on the training program you're interested in. If you're interested in full stack data science program, click on the full stack data science program, and it will take you to the page where you can make your payment. It's as simple as that. Now, you see this, mine is showing 900 Canadian dollars. Bear in mind that the price you see on Mainstack is a reflection of where you are based. So because I'm based in Canada, you can see the price is in Canadian dollars, and that will match up the discounted price that you see here. So the discounted price is $900, okay? $900. But, in order for you to secure your space, all you need to pay now is $600. All you need to pay is 600 Canadian dollars, for example. So I'll change this to $600 and make my initial payment, okay? And make my initial payment to get started. Okay, so once you put your $600, you click on proceed to pay, you make your payment, and then you gain access to all the things. I'm not sure what you're going to gain access to anyways. Okay, so this is all you need to do. If you're in the UK, all you need to put in is, rather than, so when you say 500, all you need to do is change it £350 to pay. If you're in the US and you see US dollars, all you need to do is change it from $600 to $400 to make a payment. It's empty in euros. All you need to put in there is pay 400 euros, and then you can get started. Okay. So, and also in Naira, instead of 720,000, you can actually pay 500,000 Naira to get started, and then you can gain access to the training program. Okay, so that's basically all about payments. Once you make your payment, you get a receipt. Okay, once you get your receipt, all you need to do is upload your receipt over here. Upload your receipt here. All you need to do is upload your receipt over here. Okay, upload your receipt over here. So once you make your payment, if it's a transfer or you pay it online, you will get a receipt or a transaction confirmation. Take a screenshot and payment registration form. That's the third button on the site. Third button. So you see upload your receipt here. Click on upload your receipt and get started today. Okay, and register your payment today. So once you put in your email, for all your information, all your data, all the things that you need to register, your name, your email, your phone number, the training program you're interested in, your payments receipt, you can then, if you select the training program that you're interested in, or if you're still confused, should I go for data analytics or business analysis? And you want to speak with a professional like myself to get it started, you can actually see there, speak with a professional. All right. So rather than selecting data analytics or data science, you could select, I need to speak to a professional. Okay. So you can pay now, even if you're not so sure about what career path you're interested in, and you want to make a decision. Okay. Or you want to speak with us, please, we're going to be having a session later this week where you can ask this question. Where you can make your payments and then select the training program, then select I need to speak with a professional, and we're going to reach out to you to getting started. Okay, so now that's basically all you need to do to register for the training program. Bear in mind that this is something that will get you started. Now, when it comes to personal development, you need to take it very, very important. And that's something I've been doing very well within the last 4 years. Okay, and a lot of people that's gone through our training program will talk immensely good about what we have done to change their career path. And that's the reason why I wanted you to listen to these people to see that, okay, they've tried so many things, wasn't working. But going through analytics is that one-stop shop that guarantee them success in their tech career. So that's exactly what we need to talk about. So if you're looking to get started, we have the course starting on the 6th of July, 2024. That's literally in less than 2 weeks, just about 2 weeks time. Secure your early bird discount. This discount is not for life. Okay, it's only limited for a specific duration of time. Now, let me show you what you gain access to. All right. For the people asking, let me show you what you gain access to. Let me show you that, this training program is beyond, what you would actually think about. I'm going to show you what you're getting access to. Okay. So now once you go ahead, okay, once you register, the first thing you're going to get access to is the Analytics LMS. Okay. So we have our own learning management system. Okay. So whereby you get access to a lot of material. So you get access to this. This is the first thing you're going to get access to. So take, for example, you're interested in data engineering and you selected the data engineering program or data analytics. So you see all the programs are there. So depending on what you pay for, you get access to the LMS. Okay, that's the learning management system. So I'm going to click on data engineering, for example. Okay, now this is an immersive learning experience in the sense that you can, what we have done is people from different backgrounds, people that are fast learners and people that are slow learners, how can they learn? and get the same skill. So you see some people that are fast learners, and you see some people that are extremely like slow learners. Okay, people that are fast learners, that when they see, they can implement immediately, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you see a lot of people looking to getting started, and that's exactly what you need to learn in getting started. So you see, you get access to the modules, okay? So from data engineering learning structures to stages of learning data engineering. So you get access to the learning management system, okay? Same thing for data analytics. I'm going to click on continue learning. Okay, so you see, you have everything broken down into modules. So week 1, what would you learn? Week 2, what would you learn? And there are different videos in each of the modules. You have different videos in each of the modules. So this is the self-paced aspect of the training program. Now, you also have access to live classes. You still have access to live classes. So I'm going to take you to the Google Classroom, all right? So this is where you gain access to the live aspect of the training program, where you will talk one-on-one with a what I call it, with a professional like myself. Okay, so you have a professional like myself that would walk you through the training program. Okay, so you have access to the live program, and you also have access to the self-paced aspect of the training program. Now, the live part aspect is project driven. Okay, give it a second. All right. The life aspect is project driven, and it will ensure that you're learning as much as possible to get started. So you're not just learning the skill, you're learning how to implement it in an actual based organization. So my internet is acting up at the moment. Elijah, confirm if you can hear me well. Just confirm, please. All right. Okay, so moving on to the next. Okay, yes. All right, fantastic. All right, so moving on to the next one, which let's take for example, you're interested in the business analysis training program, and you selected to you want to get started in the new training program. So you go into this and EU. All right, so I'm just going to show you what you get in the live class. So these are the guys that started this month. Okay, sorry, yes, the guys that started in the month of March. Okay, so let me just go to classwork, and I will show you exactly what you get access to for the live sessions. So if you scroll down, I'm going to just scroll down. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to show you exactly where you're starting from. So if you remember the business analysis training program, you're going to start off with data analytics. So you'll learn Excel, Power BI, and SQL. Okay, so once you start, you see the live class, you see it here, Microsoft Excel class 1. So I'm going to show you the business analysis also. I'm going to show you business analysis or the LMS. So I'll show you exactly how the two of them coexist at the same time. So I'm going to click on business analysis, and you see, so week 1, you start with Excel. You start to learn Excel like a data analyst, okay? So you see all the things you're going to learn is majorly Excel. So module 1, module 2, module 3, these are all Excel classes. Now, once you finish, you have live class that will take you Microsoft Excel class 1 and Microsoft Excel class 2. Now, so class 1, everything is project driven, okay? So I'm going to show you the material, okay? I'm going to show you the material. So you see it here, Microsoft Excel material, and you have the case study, okay? So it's case study driven. So why most people actually fail in transition is because they learn the technology, but they don't know how to implement, okay? So you're learning Excel to do what exactly? So you learn Excel, you learn pivot tables, you learn dashboard. But the key thing now is they would ask you a question, tell me about a time you undo this or you did this in your past experience. How did you tell a story around that? How do you tell them that you've done it before? Okay. This is where case study comes in play. So this is a live class. This is a live class material. So this is a case study on Onet, okay? Onet, okay? So you see the business, Onet is a global, Onet Global operates in a rapidly evolving edtech industry, catering to the vast clientele across different regions. So the objective of this particular case study is, at the end of the year, as the end of the year approaches, Onet Global is gearing up for the annual performance evaluation. The business analysis team at Onet Global embarks on a comprehensive evaluation of the company's performance for the year, utilizing key performance indicators, KPIs, such as revenue growth, customer acquisition, cost enrollment rate, and customer satisfaction score. The team assesses various facets of the business function. Okay. So you as a business analyst now, how do you use data analytics to answer key business analysis concepts? So that's where you're using data analytics and business analysis side by side. And guess what? This is the first class that they're doing. First class. First class. And once you get access to this, you always get access to the recording. So all the classes are recorded. So even if you miss something in class, you can ask the facilitator, and you could also, get access to the recording. So for all the sessions that we have, all the sessions are recorded. All the sessions are recorded.
Say,
So
wow.
even as a slow learner or as a fast learner, you gain access to the LMS, okay, which allows you to work at your own pace. So you can watch a video. Let's take the data analytics toolkit, for example. All right, you can learn at your own pace. All right, you can learn at your own pace, and you could also work on projects at your own pace. So you see a lot of people that are slow learners or fast learners, whatever the case might be. The key thing is everybody's learning at a particular pace. So you see, this is one of the videos on the LMS. You can see me at the top right corner. I'm the one taking this particular course. All right. So you see this, how do you use certain functions for data analytics, for reporting, and so on and so forth. And that's exactly where you come and play. Okay, that's where you come and play. So for business analysis, you gain access to the LMS, and you also gain access to the live classes that are project driven. So class 1, you can see the projects you did in class. Class 2, let's take a look at the project. Okay, so you see the case study for the second class in Microsoft Excel. So this one is, Klotz Plugs, okay? It's a prominent retail owned for the comprehensive range of household items, catering to diverse needs of homeowners and renters. What's the key word? What's the key thing that you're looking for? So the key thing that you're doing now as a business analyst for this case study, the business analysis team has been assigned the responsibility of reviewing the company's processes and identifying bottlenecks. However, to enhance efficiency, valuable insights from the current process operations are essential, which can be obtained through the analysis of sales data. So now you're talking about identifying bottlenecks and identifying inefficient processes and bottlenecks in the business. How do you use data analytics to do this? That's exactly what you're going to be learning. So basically, this is what you'll be doing in the business analysis. So you're not just going to be learning business analysis, you're going to be learning data analytics, you're going to learn how to implement it. So now, as a beginner or somebody that's looking to get started, how do you now leverage this when you're doing an interview? Let me now tell you exactly what you do. So if a recruiter asks you a question around, oh, I see on your CV, you have data analytics skills. How does it, can you tell me more about how you use data analytics as a business analyst in your experience? This is where you now start to talk about, I remember, one of my experiences working with one of a renowned retail-based firm, working across West Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa. And what they've done is, as a business analyst on this particular project, I was, they wanted to identify inefficient processes and bottlenecks within their sales process. So as a business analyst, I needed to analyze your sales performance, so on and so forth. So now, this is a project that you worked on in class, where you can now leverage that project experience as a real life experience. And that's exactly what we teach you on how to do. And that's basically what you do for all our programs, okay? So you see, we have the case study on, Microsoft Excel, we have Power BI, all the training programs are case study driven, all the training programs are case study driven. So even for Power BI, the same thing, what's the case study you're going to be working on? You see business scenario, all right? Business scenario, Power BI for intelligence. You talk about the business scenario, how to leverage Power BI within different case study scenarios. So you see, this is a case study also on Power BI as a business analyst. So when we say something is immersive, you're going to be gaining immersive experience in getting started. Okay, so the same thing with cybersecurity, same thing with data engineering. I can't go through all the training program, but bear in mind that, every training program that you're going to be working on is case study based. So it's not just learning the technology, it's learning how to implement the said technology. So for data analytics, for business analysis, cybersecurity, data engineering, they are all the same thing. So you get access to the LMS, okay? You gain access to the LMS, and you will also gain access to the live classes. So combined together, that's what makes it very efficient. So you have your live classes that are recorded. You also have the self-paced materials that allow you to learn at your own pace. Okay? So anybody that's a slow learner, this is the perfect place for you. If you're a fast learner, this is also the right place for you. So it's a perfect mix of learning experience for people that want to get started within the tech space. So if you're looking to getting started, like I said, the discount is only available for the first 20 people to register. If you're looking to get started, please register now and get started. So like I mentioned, there are tons and tons of testimonials that I can keep talking about. People, Africans across the world getting jobs in Nigeria, in Cameroon, South Africa, guys in the US, Canada, UK, looking to get in transition. A ton of them. Is just a few points I want to draw for you. So this is was Ini, okay? Ini got a job, and this is the testimonial he wrote to us, okay? He said, this is what he said. Let me also say that from 2nd of January 2024 to February 2nd, 2024. So that is basically just about 2 months. Okay, that's just 2 months, okay, or a month plus. Okay. I have attended, you see here, I have attended more interviews than I have in my entire career life put together. All right. This is somebody saying that I got analytics big time. Let me also say that from January 2nd, 2024 to February 2nd, 2024, I have attended more interviews than I have in my entire career life put together. Okay. I turned down some after I went to look at their profile online and saw their goals done online with mine, all thanks to analytics, part of my testimony. It's like this is the kind of what people have gone through. Okay, you have Tony landing a job in the UK, fraud analyst. We have people getting jobs as fraud analyst, data scientist, data engineer, business data analyst, business analyst. Literally, these are all different people getting jobs in the UK, US, Canada, also working remotely, financial analytics, HR analyst, and so on and so forth. So we have a good track record of people succeeding in their tech career path. These are all people, like literally, these are all testimonials of people literally across the world, coming to tell you about their success stories. Okay. So, you gain access to all the materials, you gain access to the materials, literally, I would want you to listen to them. But the key thing here is the discount is only available for the first 20 people to register for each of the training program. All right. I'll probably take some questions in the chat. I think I'm just going to take some questions in the chat. But bear in mind that so this is the amount that we are supposed to pay is discounted, 20% discount only for the first 20 people to register. So you want to be part of the first 20 people. Trust me, guys, before Monday, this is likely going to be gone. Okay, we were over 600 people on the call. Currently, we're about almost 300 people on the call. All right. You want to secure your discount. You want to secure your discount. Bear in mind, like I said, this is 10 years of me trying and error, failing and starting and learning experience. All right. And that's what you're going to be getting at a huge discount. And that drives us back to the same goal that we want to achieve. How do we get more Africans interested, first off? Then how do we not get them into the tech space? So people can be interested, but don't want to get started. And that's one thing that you always hear from people that got a job, all right, that have gotten jobs going through analytics. The key thing they keep telling you that they started. They saw the masterclass, it took them this one masterclass, and they said, okay, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. I'm saying it today, give it a try. Start. When you see, it looks cool. It looks, I know I've broken it down and it looks simple. But the key thing is for you to start. Okay. For HR analytics, somebody's asking for HR analytics. We have a ton of people that have gotten jobs as HR analysts, okay, within the space. I'm going to look for one of them and I'll show you the ones that I've gotten. These are financial analysts, these are HR financial analysts, and so on and so forth. We have people that have gotten jobs, financial analytics, HR analytics. Not everything can be on my slides. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to see if I know I have HR analytics on the slide somewhere. Okay. I have just some people that have gotten jobs. Okay, yeah. So this is Sonia got a job in the in Canada as an HR analyst. Okay. And then also, this is Victor, got a job as a people operations analyst, also working remotely for a company in the US for resides in Nigeria. Okay, so he works as a people operations analyst with Hugo, which is a company based in the US. Okay, and we have a ton of a ton of them getting jobs across the UK, across the US, Canada, and so on and so forth. So the key thing about this is, get started. I'm going to take a few questions in the chat, and I think I'm going to call it a day. Okay. I wanted to keep it to 2 hours, but I think I tried. There's a lot of things to talk about, getting remote jobs and all that. So let's take some questions in the chat. I'm just going to see. How do you address experience requests from organization required? That's basically the project you're going to work on. So the project you're going to work on will drive the way you explain your experience. All right, the way you explain your experience. So if you don't have experience and you've worked on projects, that's a perfect way to use your project-based experience in getting a job. I usually use this my personal experience. So the job I said I got while I was working in the warehouse and I got first was based on a personal project. So they were looking for somebody to implement Power BI within the organization. That same organization where I was working as a warehouse, operative. Okay. So I was, I've learned Power BI, okay, and I've used it to build personal projects. So I built a Power BI report and for Arsenal. So I'm an Arsenal fan. I built a Power BI report for Arsenal performance, tracking Arsenal's performance in the EPL. So I scraped data from the web, put it into Power BI, did my visualization, automated it, and so on. And during the interview process, they asked me the question, do you have Power BI skills? Okay. And I went ahead to tell them about the project I worked on. And that was honestly when I walked them through the project, I showcased the project during the interview. That was literally what five me getting that job. So it was my personal project I used in getting the job. So that's what most people don't understand. Most people think that work experience is them going to work to gain the experience. They enter the bus, they enter the transport, they enter they drove themselves to work or whatever the case may be in order for them to get the job. But that's not the case, okay? Project-based experience is also very valued when you apply for a job. And that's why the reason why I had to put you through, the class to show you that all the classes that you're going to go through are all project driven. So at the end of the training program, you would have gained at least 10 projects in your portfolio that you can use as experience when talking to recruiters. Okay, so I hope that makes more sense for you. All right, moving on to yes, kind of data analysts also work as a fraud analyst. Yes, 100%. So because of time, I may not be able to take a lot of these questions I see here. We have a lot of questions in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to be having a clarity session next week. We're going to be having a clarity session. So this is a one-on-one session where you can ask a question. All right. Oh, I am this. I'm a customer care representative, but I'm confused. Which one should I go into? We'll take all your questions. So we're going to be having a one-on-one session next week, Monday and Tuesday. Please lock in your time. Okay, lock in your time. The time goes very quickly. So what you want to do is when you get the email from us, ensure you book your time as quick as possible so that somebody can get to talk to you. Okay. All right. So it's a one-on-one session. You can ask as many questions as you want. You can ask different things. You can talk about background. Oh, I studied botany in college. All right, I did this other college, and I want to get into cybersecurity. I want to get into business analysis. I want to get into data analytics. How do I get started? Any question that you have, we'll be taking questions during the week, Monday, Tuesday, next week. So please book your time. Book your time when you get it. But the key thing is securing your discount is also very important because it's only available for the first 20 people for each program. Okay, so you want to take advantage of the discount. Please take advantage of the discount. All right, take advantage of the discount. Okay, so I think this is where I'm going to call it a day. It's been 3 hours, and I think we've had enough time. We've enjoyed ourselves so much. Okay, John, your hand has been raised all through. I'll give you permission to talk. Okay. But I think that's the only person I'm going to take, just because I don't want to take too much time anymore. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
John. Yes, go ahead,
Thank
please.
you. Can you hear me?
Yes, your hand has been raised all through the session, so let me just take a question real quick.
Yes, yes. I want to ask a question based on remote opportunities that you spend so much time talking about. Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Can you hear me, sir?
Perfectly, yes.
Yes. So one of the major concerns, one of my major motivations coming into tech has been, yeah, getting the possibility of getting remote jobs. But then coming in, I noticed that most of the remote opportunities, it's like they are not really, that's just my observation, and I could be wrong. Yeah, they are not really for Africans, in the sense that you find most of those opportunities in the US, in the UK, in the Canada. So, but then when you want to apply for them, it looks as if the job descriptions has some location barriers. Yeah, location barriers. They tell you that you have to be from the US before you can apply for those roles, even though it's remote. So it looks as if it's not really for somebody from Nigeria. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to clarify.
All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. I love that. I think I spoke about it in this particular question during the session. So one thing that you don't want to do is eliminate yourself before you apply, before you even put yourself out there. So a lot of time, like I mentioned, when on LinkedIn, on remote, on all the sites I talked about, majority of these job sites don't even tell you, all right, if you need to be in the US or you need to be in the country to get a job. Okay, and that's why I tell you apply for all the jobs. Apply for the jobs that you see that are currently remote. Now they'll be the ones to tell you or ask you the question if you are in the US, or if they'll tell you exactly what the requirement is. But you can't know from the job description. Some of them will write it, some of them don't write it. Majority of them don't write it. So that's why I tell you apply. Okay, apply. It's as simple as that. And it's not only one place you apply for that job. You have a myriad areas. Okay, the one that we look at today are just a few of the ones that you can work with. Are just a few of them. There are other ones that are paid that will tell you exactly, and that's the reason why I told you about flex jobs. Flex job, on the other hand, will tell you exactly where you work from anywhere across the world. Okay, so if you go to flex job will tell you work from anywhere in the world, and that's the reason why I showed you not one platform, but about 4 platforms where you can get remote jobs. And I provided you with about 8 that you can actually apply to. So if LinkedIn, okay, you go on LinkedIn, look for jobs. Some of them want you to be in the US, some of them don't care where you are in the world. So that's why I said apply. Okay, and that's what I have done for myself, for me to have been able to work with different brands, different organizations across the world. This is basically what I did. Okay, so you can't know. Okay, but now if you say I don't want to apply for this job because the job is remote in the US, they will not take me, you have missed out on the opportunity. And that's exactly what we do, getting people getting jobs, working remotely and so on. All right. So that's exactly what we are talking about. So John, I hope that makes sense to you. So you can't eliminate yourself before you apply for the job, not because of one other person's experience or something that you've experienced one time or 2 times. You say that that's how it is. Trust me, there are a ton of jobs. There are jobs that will tell you you can only work in the US, but they will still consider you if you're able to sell yourself. And that's where employability skills comes into play. All right. There are jobs that, oh, you must be in the UK to apply for that job. Well, I'm able to work with that remotely. Because I was able to sell them. Okay, I was able to sell my skills to them during the employment process. So that's exactly what you need to understand. It's not cast in stone. Some of this requirement is to deter people even from applying. Okay, they deter you. So maybe you say, oh, you must be in the US to apply, and you don't apply. They've deterred you already. They've removed you. Instead of 1,000 people to apply, it will reduce it to about 200 people that will apply. But please, even when they write US only, still apply for it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Still apply. Put and sell yourself well during the interview process. And that's the reason why we have that employability skills that will tell you how to answer questions, how to put yourself, how to navigate the job market, and so on and so forth. All right. So I hope that answers your question, John. Okay. So for
Yes.
any other question, all right, fantastic, John. Thanks a lot for that. Your hand has been up. That's the reason why I had to take you, because I know maybe that question has been burning within you. All right. So if you're looking to getting started, guys, the training program is starting on the 6th of July, 2024. That's in about 2 weeks. Please secure your discount now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Don't wait. secure your discount now. Now, this discount goes away very quickly, very quickly. I mean, it's just the first 20 people that will apply that will gain access to the 20% discount. So to get started today, to secure your future, anywhere you are in the world, you're in Trinidad and Tobago, you're in Ghana, you're in Nigeria, you're in the UK, Canada, and you're looking to get started in tech, this is the best platform to be on. All right. So this is what I'm going to call it today. I'm going to draw the curtains. I hope you guys have had enough fun, like myself today. So thank you very much for taking our time to listen to me. Okay, thank you so much for listening to me today. I really appreciate you guys. Please log in your discount, secure your discount, use the link, all right, the Maystack link to make the payment. If you want to pay directly to the account, pay directly, and ensure you upload your receipt into the email. All right, upload your receipt using the same link. So once you click on the link and you've made your payment, ensure you upload receipt of your payment. So you see payment registration form, upload your receipt here. Very important for us to confirm the payments and get your access to the platforms and so on and so forth. So, if you've had a wonderful day today, please, I want you to put a one in the chat and let's call it a day. All right? If you've had a wonderful day today, please put a one in the chat and let's see the people that had a wonderful time. Okay. Fantabulous. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. I had a wonderful time and looking forward to having you guys on board. Looking forward to getting you started in your tech career journey. And if at any point in time you have any questions, we'll be taking questions. Please, if you have questions, join the one-on-one sessions that we're having next week. Join the one-on-one session. You can secure your discount, okay, and still ask questions. So I would say secure your discount because a lot of people would, after the clarity session, still want access to the discount, and it's very painful for them because the slots are gone already. So I would say you should secure your discount, come for the one-on-one session, and then you can agree on exactly what career path you're looking for. Thank you very much, guys. I had a wonderful time. Unfortunately, I would have loved to hear from you all, but timing and everything. So thank you very much. I hope you had a wonderful time and God bless. See you some other time, guys. Bye for now.